you happy?
You just gotta fake it, do it, and get it done. You gotta stop procrastinating.
It's time to be creative.
I realized that life is a lot more about the journey.
Experience amazing.
Sometimes you just need to pick up and go.
Get out there and see everything you're missing.
Welcome to
Finding
Lost.
The ability to just go. Just get off your ass and experience life. Welcome to Finding Lost with Daniel Chipman.
And the whiskey is poured.
Yeah,
that was like right on the beat, brother.
Oh, so good.
How we doing, guys?
How are you doing, everybody?
Woohoo! You guys are listening to Finding Lost with Dan Chipman and Elmer Hall visiting us once again.
Yes, thank you for having me.
A regular thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, we could.
I like it. It could be. We could switch this stuff from Scotch and do it on Mondays. It could be Bloody Mary Monday.
Yeah, that'd be good with me.
Start that one off early.
I was going to say, you got to go with the days.
Right. Give them something to... Look at these guys. They know how to enjoy a Monday.
Yeah.
Fucking bloody hell.
That's
Mondays.
Nobody likes Mondays.
I think 2019's just been a year of Mondays on repeat.
Kind of, so far. It's, I don't know.
A year of perpetual Mondays.
Oh, my God.
It's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, it's the same.
But the days are different. They just all suck equally.
And we're not Bill Murray.
And we're not Bill Murray.
If I was Bill Murray, it'd make every fucking day, no matter how bad the day was, I would be better. It's like, but you're Bill Murray. It's
right,
like,
I'd look in the mirror and be like, I don't have to do shit today. I'm Bill Murray.
Yes. Fuck you, I'm Chevy Chase. I'm like, okay.
That's why do you think Chevy Chase gained so much weight?
Oh, dude.
It's probably a health reason.
Oh, my
thyroid issue.
Chevy Chase, he's one of my fucking favorites. How was your weekend? I know you got a lot
Weekend
done.
was productive, brother. Friday was out at the L Club Friday was at the Loving Touch.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got that loving touch.
The massage parlor place. And that really was a massage parlor.
No cameras in the place, though? You know, fucking, what's his name?
Well, it used to be, but that's what's funny is like the club owner, they totally converted it into a club.
Yeah.
But the owner just decided to keep the name. And so I was out there checking out Sarah Marie Barron. She's pretty talented. She's kind of like, she reminds me of like a...
What kind of music is it again?
Like a slow jazz. It kind of reminds me of like a Natalie Merchant or like
I could hear
something.
that.
It's definitely, it's just got this really cool vibe and it's really good.
It's just a modern jazz kind of feel. I mean, from what I've seen so far, it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, that's the smoothness.
It's different. You know, it feels a little old school, man. It feels like a little 90s.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
we're coming up into the 20s. So, you know, everyone wants to do I'm nostalgic. Let's be the 20s again.
Oh, yeah,
well.
Dude. I'll bring back a zoot suit.
Oh, dude, I would love it. I would just love the quick easy speed, whatever, speakeasies, whatever the fuck it was. Just the underground clubs and that kind of, like, I love the history.
Like the Laundry. Have you been there?
No, I haven't. I've heard about it, though.
I've heard about it, too. Have not been there.
That's exactly it.
Do something like that.
Yes.
I heard that there's one in Owasso now.
Oh, okay, nice.
Isn't there like something in Finch or is that the clothing?
It might be something. I don't know.
Seems like Owasso's getting pretty hipster. Speaking of Owasso, what happened to Jumbo's?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you see? Yeah.
I just seen a post on it, and I was like, "What the hell?" That was like a main vein restaurant / bar for like so many years.
Oh yeah. There's people that yeah.
I heard they had new owners, and I don't think I've been in there since the new owners.
Every bar in a while. Well, I heard it was just they were getting a bad rep from just the people I heard through the grapevine. The service wasn't blah 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 whatever. But it's like all of Owasso is going through a shift. They have all new bar owners with everybody. Okay, the Sportsman's was bought out. The Hickory's bought out. You got KP with new owners. Like every bar is getting a revamp, and then you're just kind of going to see who wins and who loses, who is serious and who's not. You know, it's like these people are actually serious here, and they're going to get like KP. I've been hearing great things about KP, great things about the Avenue. Where, I'm just excited, but it is still.
I mean, it's interesting going into town, having not been there in a while, and seeing all of the progress.
Yes.
I mean, Owasso is quite progressive for a commuter.
Foster Coffee and all the. I mean, they are
working on their third location. Foster Coffee.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah,
crazy.
That's it. I went to school with those guys, so it's just like, hey, kudos, man. I'm glad to see you guys are successful.
I like seeing success in there.
Well, I got to see it from the beginning. You know, I was there whether I was physically there or not. I got to see all the Facebook, all the social media. We're starting here, we're doing this, and It is inspiring. Oh, well, I went to school with guys like that. I could do
Absolutely.
something like that. Maybe not similar to coffee, but it's still
they're
that,
doing something with their lives.
to be-
I could do something. I could be productive
If
with my
those guys
life.
can do something, I could do something.
get
And not to
involved
say,
with my
yes,
community.
I could actually maybe care about something. And
I mean, hell, that's half the reason why I do anything. Is like it is a kind of a selfish thing because I feel that I hold myself accountable more if I'm putting shit out online. If I'm saying I'm going to do something, then I really owe it to myself to get that shit done.
it is. It'd be like screaming it from a soapbox in the days of whatever. Oh yeah, and then not follow through with it. It's like, well, you better, if you say it, mean it. That's
mean
what.
it. And that's what. But that influence though, like that's the thing that I doing the fast and everything, and just having people come up to me and talk to me about, like,
Oh, yeah?
So you did this faster. Oh, I hear you're selling all your shit, and it's like, yeah, man, and it's just really cool. It's just amazing. I've been thinking about doing this, some of this stuff, and blah blah blah, and it's just like, yeah,
Just to put it out there, put yourself out there. I mean, that's the only way that you're going to get anything out of life is to put yourself out there. No matter who you are listening, who's listening to this, blah blah blah. It's still that feeling of like, you can do whatever you want. You're still young. I don't care if you're 50 or 60 or this or that. You still, I've had this career and it went to shit, or I got a divorce or whatever, or I'm just a kid in my mom's basement not knowing what the fuck to do. It's like, no matter who you are, you can still have a good time. Do something. It's about the action compared to no action. Oh, I'm just going to think about it. I'm going to think and I'm going to think. And then, next thing you know, I think I'm 45. And no, I think I'm 95.
think, where did the time go?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think
what I
I'm
think?
dead and I didn't do anything I wanted to do compared to, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. That's how I feel about it. Where I might be cursed to live to be 90, but to me it's more of a curse because I'd be like, I want to do this, have a good time, and blah blah blah.
I'd rather fail through some horrible decisions than live with some regret. Man.
That's it. I'd rather do shit, act on it, and it is the throwing it out there, throwing yourself out there. We can inspire others. We can do this. We can do that.
I always love the people that are the naysayers, the people that are telling, you can't really just do that. You can't.
Well, how is that going to really, work out for you?
I think what you mean is you apparently can't.
Yes, it's a projection. Whatever they're saying to you is just what they'd really like to say to themselves.
That's the truth anyway. That goes with any sort of argumentative communication.
Oh yeah, completely.
When people are coming after you, the insults that come out of their mouth are the reflections of what it is they feel about themselves or why you make them feel so insecure.
If I call you a piece of shit, it's because I feel like a piece of shit.
Like, listen to your crazy girlfriend when she's bitching at you about something and she's telling you something. She's actually, and you're like, nothing's wrong. Why? And she's just bitching and you always da 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 da. And without giving the specific examples about the toilet paper tube. But when she speaks generic about how you're always just lazy or you're always this, that's because that's what she's feeling about herself.
That's exactly, that's it.
It's so true.
Everybody does.
I mean, you might be a lazy
women.
asshole too, but like the truth is the reason why she's talking about it because she's feeling that she's been pretty lazy. She should have been more productive, and because she's not being as productive as she could be, she wants to see you being more productive.
Yeah,
because if you're productive, honey, then I can be more productive myself.
Because we reflect each other, and that's it. I can see it because it's in me. That kind of shit. Oh, I can see your greed because I'm greedy. I can see your anger because I'm angry. That kind of shit. People need to actually just see the positive. Try to fucking do something good. You only get so many. It's only one day. You get one day, and then you reset, and then one day, and the reset.
Dude,
like anytime I go to sleep, it's a reset. That's
I have a problem with that too. Like, especially like, I feel that life's too fucking short. So like, even when I'm in arguments with people, if I go to bed angry or whatever, I'm not waking up angry. And if I do, that's rare. I'm trying to reset the day. I'm going to approach it like nothing fucking happened. If you apologize or whatever.
I used to get mad that I had to reset. I would be in an argument with my girlfriend and I would want to be mad at her in the morning. But it was like, I'd wake up and I'd be like, oh, I'm not mad. But I wanted to be. I wanted to hold on to it and I still
It's still there.
I just still let it go. Of like, oh, I reset. I went to bed and that's enjoy your 24
in the morning,
hours.
it's still there.
Oh, yeah.
So you wake up and you're like,
God.
but it's easier to just like, what, fucking, unless it's a gray sky.
Oh,
then I call it the gray sky. You're dealing with a depression monster that comes out of nowhere. Like, fuck this, it's wet outside, it's cold, it's windy. I can't do anything that I want to do. Not that I plan on doing a damn thing outside today, but
Nothing.
just the sun through the windows. God damn it. I don't know. A mood is the weather. It is such a crazy thing.
Yeah, it is. And that's where it's seasonal annual depression. I'm coming out of it, literally.
Michigan blues, man. Winter blues. It's a true thing.
And that's where I can't imagine living in Alaska and places like that or any place that's darker for longer.
I can't. This is the thing about the colder.
Couldn't, but
the colder and gray sky climate. Well, this is why I think like people that are from Michigan, or people who just have the seasons.
Oh, yeah. We'd be better at adapting to it, I'm sure.
To me, I think the colder weather and the gray skies, they force you to be introspective. They force you to think about your own shit.
That's a good way to
because you're
look at
not
it.
going out and doing things. You're not doing other things. And then, halfway through it, or in the beginning of it, you have that Christmas and fucking, so you have all these holidays. You're feeling guilt. You're feeling shame. You're feeling, whether, or you're feeling great because you did all these great things. But at the same time, that was at the expense of like, fuck, how am I going to make this through for the next quarter or whatever? Because you overspent and overdid because that's all it's about anymore, it seems.
Yeah, because you care.
I showed you that I care by going into debt.
I fucking hate Santa. I fucking hate Santa Claus like no other. As a parent, I hate the fact that I live in a society that has a tradition like Santa Claus. And I'll explain, because they give credit to somebody that doesn't exist. So it's like, give credit to the parents, and then maybe your kids would be better for you all fucking year long because they know you are Santa and you're bringing the gifts.
How about instead of appreciating this guy that you don't know, how about you just... I'm the one that's getting you those gifts.
And the parents will be like, well, I make sure I write from me and this and that. It's like, well, yeah, but still, they're still in that illusion of I've got to be good for a guy I don't know, good for a guy that can see me and creep on me when I'm taking a shit. Like, that's a scary kind of thing to pump into someone's head, to me. Maybe it's just my opinion, but it's still like, So I had that when I was raising my kids. Of like, well, my family's going to want me to do this Christmas thing, and am I going to be some fucking Jehovah's Witness out of the blue and be like, no, we don't celebrate holidays.
We're not participating.
We don't do that. We don't brainwash our kids with lies until they're like 8 or 9, and then we can tell the truth. Like, oh, okay. It's like, but that's it. I hate those kind of decisions in life. Those are kind of some hard ones for me, where I was like, you go with the conforming. Do you go with the conformist, traditionalist kind of mentality where you don't have to think about anything? It's already wrote for you. You buy presents for everyone you love, and especially your children, on this day. From this time to this time, you supposedly care about other people. From this time to this time, it's a holiday. After that, fuck you. Fuck those kids. Fuck the Toys for Tots. Fuck the Salvation. They're like, we don't need any of this shit. And then all of a sudden, come around November, and people are like, I don't know, it just drives me crazy.
Oh, the whole process drives me crazy.
Yes,
like if you're going to buy a gift for someone, like I really hate the idea of buying gifts. The other thing that sucks, my birthday is right next to Christmas.
Yeah.
So
Christmas
it's always been kind of like this weird thing for me anyway, where I've never got to see my friends because it was like the first day of winter break, and and then we were on winter break, so it was like, fortunately my family, we got to travel, but that usually meant my birthday was in the car and away from friends.
Yes,
sure it was with my family or whatever, but you know how stressful a drive down south can be.
Oh
I mean,
God,
shit,
dude.
with your brother bickering in the back seat. Oh
yeah.
Parents wanting to murder your ass before you even get down there.
I went from here to West Virginia in a van with my family, and I think I was like 17. It was so fucking crazy. It was insane. That's when I found a bomb on the beach, actually. That was fucking nuts.
Holy shit, a bomb?
It was a literal bomb. It's like, it's one of those stories where it's like, dude, you gotta be making this shit up. And it's like, no, I actually have the newspaper article that because what happened is we found it, and it was by a pier. I don't know, it was by the not the Hamptons. Well, maybe it was the Hamptons. It was one of the fucking famous beaches we were kind of by. Find this shell looking like thing, and me and my brother, I was like 16, he's like fucking 12 at the time. We thought it was just some fucking, we were like, yeah, it's a bullet, let's hit it, let's be dumb. And then my grandpa's like, no, that's just a weight from the pier. That's just a pier weight that they hang on the sides or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So we just kept hitting it, and then eventually he took it. Well, I think I'll keep this. Yeah, this does look pretty interesting. He let it roll around in his trunk for 2 years straight. From here to Florida, going back and forth, just sitting in his fucking Lincoln, rolling in the trunk. Then one day he's like, I'm going to take that to the state police post in Corona and see what they can tell me about it. And he takes it in. They're like, you got to go get the fuck out of here. Go put that on the lawn. We're getting the bomb squad to come in, blah, blah, blah. They came in. Okay, we got this.
What was it?
It was a 1918 World War I bomb that hadn't been detonated and hadn't actually gone off. So they took it to a special place down by Detroit, where they do that kind of shit, I guess. And I'm like, I don't know where the fuck you detonate a bomb like that. Yeah, and it was just that, oh, okay, I found a bomb on a beach. Like, what the fuck is that? Who gets to say that kind of shit? And it's,
you found a bomb,
God,
dude.
It was insane.
And the next thing you're going to tell me is that you chased a UFO.
Oh, man, no.
No, that's my story.
Yeah. I'm on a flying saucer tour, yeah. Dude, Bill Hicks, man. Oh, my God.
Yeah, no jokes, though.
Oh, yeah, I had to
seen some shit.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Well, I guess just...
So back to that original question, yeah, man. So Saturday, dude. So weekend.
Yeah. Yes,
Friday was good. Saturday, got a lot of shit done here, though, man. Like, I've been working on the music video, but I can see that I've revamped the room a little bit. Been practicing with the vlogs. I've been practicing since you called me out. You know, like the whole thing is this. It's been 10 episodes since you called me out.
Oh, dude, it just
and it's
I'm glad it worked out that way. I am. I'm super glad. Like I didn't know. I had no intentions of it doing anything for you. I had no intentions of you seeing it. I had no intentions of you even hearing it. I'm like, if he does, okay. If he doesn't, fuck it. It's just part of my content, so I don't really care. And then it's like the response. I'm like, oh, sweet, okay. And then boom, boom, boom. It's just to be fucking collabing, to be doing something, to say something to somebody that means something other than just like, oh, like.
Oh, yeah, it's funny. I called it my Friday podcast. I was like,
say
something that this shit
tell me
sucks or something.
Tell me something constructive, or just tell me I'm fucking sucking at it. Tell me anything. Like I want the same for my fucking.
I want to know, like, if I didn't get one comment.
No, because people don't give a shit about shit. They don't care to comment, and if you do get a comment, it does feel good because it's like, oh, you actually related to it. You actually,
or you're like, and that was the thing. I was really kind of. That thing sucked because usually this is what's really interesting about the evolution of what I've been doing in my vlogs. Again, in the beginning, it's the idea of being on the road, right? So everything that I was gearing towards was like, all right, how can I do this quickly? I can shoot with my phone and I can technically be anywhere, but I was setting it up in here.
Yeah.
And then it was like the idea was just go, but it's got to be like free flow thought, like no cuts because it's got to be just posted. Pretty much. So then I was like, okay. And then, but that's obviously not what I'm doing right now. So why didn't I evolve my idea to what it is? And so then when you called me out, I'm like thinking about it like, yeah, okay, well, I could definitely be doing better. And so, okay, so I'm not doing what I want to be doing right now. I can still be doing a thing and I can just identify what that thing is. So, dude, I'm even switching it up, man. I did tests all day yesterday with the GH5.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm doing, trying to figure out the focus because I want it to be able to follow my face. And there's some other setting issues because, truthfully, the follow focus sucks. But I've been getting it dialed in, and there was an update in the firmware for it. So I was, like, pretty pumped about that.
Oh, yeah.
I just have to give myself a little bit of time before I do that, which is funny because I needed to do that anyway. I was moving back. And I was already like starting the line of what I wanted to say in another voice or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And I needed to give myself a moment to say the line and then go back. And so now that helps. And it looks 200 times better. It's a bitch to edit now. Seriously, it amps up my time. So now to do a vlog, instead of it being 8 minutes live, now it takes me 12 minutes to shoot the vlog. And then it takes me about 2 hours to cut it and get it posted.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. That's about... 15 minutes to videotape my shit, and then however many, usually it's quick, 2 hours maybe, but sometimes I do spend the fucking time. But I want to spend more time on, like you were saying, where it's like you're doing it now until you can really do what you want to be doing. That's what I'm kind of doing with the Elmers World. Like, I want to be doing open mics and be a comedian. That would be the main goal. But it is the feeling of like, well, if I can't do that right now because, yes, the winter and travel and baby and this and that, well, guess what? I don't have to not do anything, though. So I've been doing the Elmers World just as it's a side bit to do this, but it's not nearly what I want it to be because it is that feeling of I'd like to be a comedian. I'd like to be out in front of the people, but at the same time, I do enjoy sitting at home making videos. I enjoy doing podcasts, talking, making content of any sort. And it's just to make something while you're doing anything. Document. I've learned that from fucking Gary Vee. Just document what you're doing. Yeah, you're not on the road yet, but you're still doing something. It's still
it's a hard thing. It's a hard task to document. Like anytime I'm doing things, like even when I did this. So like, of course, 3/4 the way through the project, I'm like, oh fuck, I should have put up a time lapse.
Yes, that's exactly what I fucking should have done with my basement the other day. Because it would have been like, oh, here's the organization that Elmer can do, and here's them doing it in 30 seconds. And like,
so how do I shoot myself? Like, that's the problem because you don't know what it is that you're doing until you're already doing it, and by the time that you think to film it, you're already halfway done doing it. So then it's like, well, you can't start a story in the middle, but I guess that's where most stories start anyway, isn't it?
Yes. So yeah, that's what we like nowadays. We don't want just a traditional.
When does a fucking story start at the beginning in life?
Well, yeah, or they start right at the end of like, here's what happened, and so and so's about to kill so and so, and then it's like 20 years earlier. You're like, oh, okay, and it starts like this.
Beginning at the end of the beginning of the end.
Yes, that's it. Oh my god. Yeah, it's entertaining though. That's all it is. That's all it comes down to. I want it to be entertaining, but I want I was listening listening to Gary Vee the other day, and it's like I got a good idea of you should just ask your audience what the fuck they want from you.
Yeah, but you have to have the engagement from the audience
first.
Yes,
completely.
And like that's the whole thing is like when you're talking to people.
That's why I'm posting on my Facebook page. That's why I'm posting on my profile, not my Facebook page. I've been posting on my profile so I can get. It's like I'm usually afraid to post on my profile because I'm afraid of offending people, but once I've kind of got, and that's only with my personal content. Yours isn't really offensive. Mine is usually more offensive. So it is or I swear a lot and I curse a lot. So it is that feeling of, I don't want to piss these people off. They're my so-called friends. But then now it's like,
here's the thing.
It's better interaction. I get more interaction from doing it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand. But like, where you're saying like your concerns to me, like that's where it's like the easy shit. Like right now, we create a new intro, create an intro for Elmer's World, or for Grunts and Groans on your podcast. Give you an audio intro, give you a video intro. But that's the other thing too, man. Like I used to do this thing where it just said NSFW in very big bold letters, and it just came up for a quick second. Yeah. And I just whispered on the mic, and it was like explicit content.
Yeah.
And like that was it. So it kind of made it cool and different. You're like, what the? Fuck this, fuck that, fuck you, fuck them, fuck everything, you fucking fuckity fuckers.
Fuckity fuck. It's my favorite fucking word.
Fuck. It's my favorite action too, unfortunately. Isn't that weird? How can fuck be your favorite word and favorite action?
Yeah, it's my verb.
It's fucking fantastic.
And it's a noun. Fuck. And it's you're a fuck. Okay. There's a spiritual speaker guy that I watch, and actually it's the guy from Wild Wild Country from Netflix. It's the Bhagwan Sri Ranish, but when I heard of him, he was going by Osho.
Yeah.
So it's like, but he has a whole bit basically on this where he explains the word fuck, and he explains like every. It's so funny, dude.
That was on the. They did that on the documentary.
Yeah, and he just goes, what the fuck are you? Or question or this or concern. Like it can show any emotion what's so fucking.
And he's saying it so plain faced.
Oh, he does. He was hypnotizing.
What is fuck?
He was.
Fuck is this?
Fuck
is
dude.
you.
Yes.
Fuck is us.
I used to watch him so much, and then I'm like, because I watched documentaries about him before Wild Wild Country. By the time Wild Wild Country came out, I'm like, oh, so you guys are gonna hear about him finally? Like I could have shared it a bunch.
Like being the guy that was like,
you already know about it.
The only guy in your group that watched Zeitgeist.
Only one in your fan. Yes, that's it. Dude, Moving Forward was my favorite one. The last one.
Yeah, Zeitgeist. Sure.
Yes.
Jesus. All of them were great.
They're all great, but it's
the second one about money. Brilliant.
That's why I like the third one, because it was here's everything that's shit about the world. Here's where you're fucking up. Here's where it's wrong. But here is where it could be nice. And here's how it could. Things. Here's the positive, not just here's dread and you should just burn all your money and blah. It's like, no, there's a positivity thing. We could go towards technology. We could go towards intelligence.
Or do something like what they were doing in Wild Wild Country is what I guess I was going to say. Yeah. Creating your own communes, man.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And
like basically, if the federal government was to just go to shit and burn to hell, like would we, the people, take care of ourselves as a community? I mean, what is happening? Like,
I'm not quite sure.
That's the scary thing.
I'm not sure, and that's the scary problem
right now.
Yeah, because I was riding around in Owasso today on a golf cart, and we're talking about it. Me and my buddy is like, "Oh, there's another piece of trash we could have picked up. There's something else we could have done as good humans." But then it's like, yeah, and then we just
no one's gonna see me do it.
We even acknowledge it.
Film it, and make an episode.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, look at me! I picked up some trash today. Like, or you get somebody else to do all the fucking work for you, and then you hold the garbage bag and hold the thing. Like, it's like. And Instagram people are doing that shit with everything. Yeah. Everything. Oh my god.
I gave a homeless guy pizza.
Yes.
I wanted to see what he was going to do with $100.
I'm so good. It's like I don't even want to be known for my generosity. I just want to be generous. That's it. Like you see the fucking Will Smith's kid coming to Flint and shit recently. He had major publicity for that. And then all of a sudden you hear about Elon Musk giving Flint like they're all getting laptops. But that was a surprise visit. It wasn't this, get the press ready, have the doors open, get this.
No, because Musk doesn't care about the
accolades. And that's the same with like
he's going to get the press regardless. But the truth is it's like he tries to fly under the radar and just do.
It's not about look at my ego, look how good I am. It's more of like I just want to do good and know I'm a good person.
Not even that. He's like he does his shit expecting to fail.
Oh yes, but it's like it reminds me of ICP though. ICP, they're really known for their crazy behavior, but they are actually known for all their charity work they do, but they're not known for it because they don't need the fucking press about it. They just do a lot of charitable work and a lot of charitable efforts in ways
What's
that
the last charitable thing you've done, Elmer?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good one. I'd have to think about that. Charitable thing that I've done. Jesus Christ.
You know what we should do? We should make it an episode. We'll just go find Lost. We'll go donate some time at a soup kitchen or something.
Oh, yeah.
We should just fucking do it.
Try to make fun of them at the same time, though.
No. We won't make fun of them. They'll be later on the podcast when we're drinking.
I'm a practicing comedian, and I don't give any open mics. So
I need some
you
content.
guys are my content as you walk through. I just get to be like, oh, look at that one. Oh, you're stuck in that one. Oh, Jesus, you're in that one. Like, oh, that's fun. I'm in this one. It's crazy.
I mean, I guess we could always visit the little,
go hang out with the elders.
You could be like Yucko the clown. We could go hang out with the little kids that are dying of cancer.
Jesus Christ, that'd be I'm gonna pull out my best Patch Adams. Honk honk, yeah. Oh, don't touch me there, kid. The fucking.
That's not where a honk.
Oh yeah.
My God.
Oh jeez. Yeah, that's exactly it. It'd be so hard not to be this fucking you perverted sick fuck. I'm like, no, I don't. I hate kids. Actually, trust me, I hate their guts. Like,
you hate to love them. I'm a big kid.
I love.
That's all I am.
Yes, that's it. I'm a 32-year-old kid. That's what I am. I'm never gonna be an adult. I don't know what it's like to be an adult because I don't enjoy misery.
I know. You know what's crazy? You know, we had this conversation about manliness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and just embracing your manliness. But you know what's weird is it's like how Joe Rogan talks about times that like even like Shaquille O'Neal or something, like you look at him and you're like, I'm not even at this.
Oh yeah, compared to that,
dude. That's how I feel a lot of times about just like dudes. Like seriously, when I was down there at the loving touch, right? I was seriously the thumb on a hand man. I was not part of the group. Right? I'm wearing jeans that those guys make fun of. I mean, this was hipster central.
Oh yeah,
I ain't got nothing wrong with hipsters.
No.
I think they're all nice people. You know,
oh yeah, but like, you're walking in.
But I was like, I'm me also, you know, and not that they didn't accept me. It was more of like, do I really belong here? And then I'm like questioning, like I'm like watch my stuff, and I'm like, man, am I taking it a little too far? Like, am I letting a little bit too much? Doing the different voices and things. Like, dude, I watched for the first time not too long ago Inside Out. And I tell you what, that so fucking movie is genius. Oh, yeah. Because it's so true. I always felt like in order for me to do something, I'm such a procrastinator. I'm a very productive procrastinator. If I have a to-do list, I will come up with a whole nother to-do list of shit that does really need to get done that I've been procrastinating for too long that I'll work on before I can even work on the to-do list.
Oh, my God.
And the thing is it's just so funny because it's like, you know how they had like 5, they had like joy, sadness, anger, you know, and all these in the head. And it's like I have my fucking bench.
That's it.
Okay. And then like sometimes when you're so depressed, I feel like I'm the little guy. I'm like the little chubby water or towel boy walking out like, come on guys, you can do it. And everyone on the bench is just like, fuck off. Like we're not getting on the court today. You know, like we're not here to play.
No.
Yes, we are. Go team, go. Fuck you.
Yes.
The other team's here. Fuck them.
Yes,
you know,
fuck everybody. Fuck everything. Burn it down now. And it's like, what? And then it just whispers, kill yourself.
No, don't do that.
Man.
Don't ever do that.
Not obviously, but that's what it whispers sometimes. And it's like, what I've learned, I'm not trying to be too cryptic, I guess. I mean, it sounds cryptic, I guess. But to me, the voice inside your head is worse than the voice in your mouth. Like, getting the outside, that's why I like talking so much. And I really do realize that. And you should talk to yourself more often out loud. That's why I like recording the videos I do, because Elmer in the video is a lot nicer.
It's great therapy
than
for sure.
Elmer in my head. And that voice in my head is usually the only one telling me I'm depressed or telling me I'm a bad person or telling me, you know, you should think about this or you should think about negative
because
shit.
no one else is telling you that shit.
Else.
It's
nobody.
Only you.
Nobody is your worst enemy other than you. You are the worst fucking person. You are the person that's against you the most. That's how it goes. Nobody's against you. Nobody wants you to fail more than you do. You want to fail. I want to fail. But it's not us. It's that voice in the head. And then if you can get the voice out here to say you're a winner, you're a lover, you're a good person, you're a blah, 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 that's going to help you. That's going to be your mantra. That's why people have mantras. That's why people have this vocabulary bullshit that it's all made up. But goddamn, does it make us feel better that we can just yak, grunt and groan, and not sit up here all fucking day and night and be like, okay, what's the next thought? And yeah, but remember that one time you did that one thing and you made that person feel bad, and remember that one thing, and then your girlfriend hates your guts because you're not here and present or this or that or whatever it may be, like, or you miss out on so much because you're in your head. I know anybody listening, anybody listening knows somebody. They have that one person that when that person comes to the party, they're the quiet type. The quiet
Yeah, but we
type.
don't even have to go there. I mean, the truth is I think everyone's having these discussions in their head on the daily. It's just
All
how they
the
are
time.
dealing with them.
Yes.
And how are they handling those conversations. And the truth is there's a variety of personalities in every individual that I've ever met.
Yes.
You see all of a sudden their mother comes out, all of a sudden their father comes out, all of a sudden, you know,
'Cause
like
you are
have a
hearing that
friend,
to a
you have a
degree.
friend for a long time, some of their isms
Yes.
become your isms.
Yes, you chameleonize yourself to a certain degree. And like when I'm here, I'm Elmer with Dan. When I'm with my girlfriend, I'm Elmer with Patty. When I'm a chameleon, though. It's not a bad way to be. It's just you adapt.
Well,
Humans
that's also
adapt.
where we get so hard on ourselves.
Yes,
and that's
'cause
where it feels, to me,
you're supposed to portray one personality all the time. That's what's told to you. You're told that
you're supposed to be you. And I think that's in the end that you're just supposed to embrace
Well,
you.
that's what we're told to strive for, though. You're
Right.
told to strive to be yourself.
Well,
be who you are.
you're told to figure the fuck out who you are. Like we were talking about that
That's-
last time, like
that's
with
it. It's
schooling and
pressure.
stuff.
It's a lot of
You are told
pressure.
to figure out who you are.
Yes.
You at a younger age now are required to know your identity.
Yes.
And how you identify.
Yes.
As everything.
What kind of jeans do you want?
know,
What kind of music you want?
exactly.
What kind of movies do you like? What kind of Pokemon?
How
Oh, I
do you
don't like
think about?
Pokemon.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly,
Oh,
man. We want to know as much about you that you think that you know, so that we can get your preferences and sell you like a motherfucker.
Yes.
Because that's all we're really here for.
We're putting you in a category of our database as to, yes, pump him full of lotions. Pump that person
Got
full
that
of
on Prime? It'll be
hunting.
here in 2 days, baby.
Yes. Here's the guy that likes the hunting. Here's the guy that likes the muscle cars. Here's the woman that likes this kind of mascara. And the
You know what?
Okay.
You like these ads? Good, because we're gonna fucking fist fuck you in the face with them.
Fuck yes. Right down your throat.
choke, man.
Yes. Oh yeah. And that's why I love paying for YouTube, and that's why it's like oh my God, television with the fucking ads. I can't do it. Like just at my brother's house today, I'm seeing television and I'm watching ads, and I'm like, I don't know how people do it, but they don't know how they do it either because they don't think about it. They just, I've accepted this forever. This is just normal. This is how TV is. So then, yeah, that was another.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter.
analyzing.
Ads are at too many places now. That's why the ads that you watch on TV are so irrelevant. The ads that you see in the paper are basically irrelevant. It's what you're seeing in front of your YouTube video, or seeing on your Facebook, or seeing on the side columns, or whatever.
You're subliminally programming yourself.
Absolutely. We already bought it. We're already in. We're already in. We're already participating. If you don't think that you're on this ride, then you didn't realize that you bought the ticket and have been
Yeah.
engaging since that fucking phone's been in your pocket.
You're on the
Day
merry-go-round.
number one.
You're on the
You
merry-go-round,
connected,
round
baby.
and round and round, and it goes and it goes.
Yeah, like a roller coaster. And take me round the bend, baby. I tell you, the thing with like Amazon, like with preferences and the way all this stuff is coming out, and the way technology has just been just increasing at the, like I follow Boston Dynamics, like that shit is
Oh, yeah.
scary. When we talked about Black Mirror last time, no shit, that
yes.
last episode where they had like the black and white episode with the, and they even had like that robot on
Oh,
a
yeah.
poster in Bandersnatch.
Yes. Yeah.
And like the thing is those things are fucking real. Those things fucking exist. Those things are getting crazy smart every month.
Yeah.
Like every 3 months, every fucking quarter, I'm watching a new video from Boston Dynamics.
Yeah.
Originally, these things were hooked up to a huge generator with a cable, and you're like, oh, 6 months later, they're in a fucking battery pack and jumping around and doing flips, and they're pushing them around. And the thing is we realize now that we have internet and we have speed and we have capability, and the only way to really wow someone is you can't compete with creating something new. You have to create it. So like that's the thing with 5G. It's not a network that's going to be like, oh, this is going to be the best network ever, like for 4G LTE. 4G LTE is already faster than most people's internet.
Yeah.
So the thing is if you're pulling that signal, then you're fucking doing good. But now, in order to make it better, in order for people to even want to make the switch, you have to have a network that's 10 times that, and then available as soon as they click the on button. And the on button with that shit is scary. You know, not to go all Alex Jones and shit again. Dude, that shit is fucking crazy. Like, he goes on those rants, and all it did was, like, that's what I loved about doing it on Joe Rogan, when, you know, because he reels them in, he tries to keep them contained.
Joe's good.
And then he's like, but you hear him spout off enough shit to where you're like, yeah, I should probably look into that. And then you just type in 5 things and fucking Google, and you're just gonna your jaw is gonna be on the goddamn floor.
He's not a nut. He's just stuck in that kind of personality.
He's just labeled.
Yes,
and
he's
he's just so
labeled
it's because like what Joe says, he just spouts 5 fucking things off so rapid fire, and they all sound so bizarre that you're like, this guy's a fucking loon.
Yes, that's it. That's what I'm trying to reel in about myself half the time. I try to reel in my rantingness, but Alex Jones
Yeah, me
definitely
too, man.
got
I'm
me
like,
topped.
am I doing all the cuts now? And I'm just like
dude.
thinking about it. I'm like, dude, honestly, give me some Elmer Ernest critique.
Oh man, I don't know. I always want more. I want more of everything. I want more action. I want more. I don't care if you went to fucking Rite Aid and bought some bourbon. Like, hide a camera on you and fucking go film that. Hey, I'm just doing this. I'm fucking. But that's. I don't know. I want more from everybody. I want.
All right, that's great that you want more.
I don't know.
I want to get specific since no one left a fucking comment on it.
It's hard.
I need to know.
I know. I'm the asshole that's not commenting.
It's okay. Me too. I don't comment. I fucking hate commenting.
Or then we're, goddamn.
I need to get better. I'm gonna comment and share your shit. I gotta get better at it.
Well, it's like to me, that was the whole remembering the love and blah, blah, blah. And like, I love people. That's what people need to remember, is they need to love themselves, and then they could create something, or they could love each other and then not be so fucking bullshitty. Like, to me, this whole Trump and this whole political and government, whatever you're into.
Oh, and he's going there, huh?
It's usually, it's the fucking feeling of everyone
we're really finding lost tonight.
Everyone's distracted by fucking shit. They're distracted, and it's divisive, and it's distracting. Everything, whether it's your
Very
religion,
divisive.
whether it's your politics, whether it's your fucking whatever you believe in on the daily, I think people are getting more divisive, and we kind of need a reminder to be like, hey, you're all one. You're all the same fucking thing. You're all humans. We're all on this ball together. It's not such a fucking. I know, man. It's a natural habit. I hate it.
Look at this lighter. This goes in my pocket now.
Oh yeah, dude. It's just that unconscious. Just. Oh, okay. Oh, well. I guess I will.
My buddy Damon has been over here several times, and every time he picks up the guitar, I am one pick shy in this room.
Every fucking time.
Yes. Like sometimes they'll go
like,
like
where's
through
my
3
green
picks.
pick?
I'm like, where the fuck are my picks?
Yes.
Like,
oh, man,
how do they end up I'm like, they're in their pocket? No. How about you fucking check? Because they might be.
They're usually
like,
my washer or my dryer.
Jesus Christ, dude. They're not in my pocket. I put them at the same spot every time. Like,
yes.
I'm that guy. I'm the. See, this is the thing. I think part of the reason why I'm so anal retentive and I'm pay attention to detail is because I was required to, and at an early age, and like especially like my mom. My mom was one of those people that like, you did not touch her shit.
Yes.
It's hers.
Fuck yeah.
No one drove her car. No one moved her car. No one.
Yes.
And no one touched any of her things.
No.
So the thing about that is sometimes mom had the things that you need to do because mom's the only one that has them. And instead of like asking for permission or whatever, you're going to use them because you don't think it's going to be such a big deal. But oh my God, does they notice? So I got really good at the art of you're not going to know when I look. If I'm going to do something, you're usually not going to know. Like it's going to look. There's no tell. Like it's like a forensics episode.
Yes,
it's like CSI. I'm going in there like I need to use the nail clippers, and you're going into that bag like all
that reminds me of the same situation, especially the nail clippers. Of just like my mom had the good ones.
Yeah,
and
sure.
She kept them in her jewelry box in the bathroom up in here, and it's like if she wasn't home, I'm fucking grabbing them, and you put them back precisely right next to the class ring, and with the one jewelry, and it was sitting kind of.
And
on
they were
top
shiny,
of it.
so you had to take that toilet paper and wipe that handle because you're leaving a print on.
I just remember, dude, I got left home alone on the weekends a lot, and I had a nice house, and we were, pretty well off, and it was just like I'd have the parties, and then my whole house would be just fucking wrecked. I'd, clean it up, but I'd miss that one little thing. And then I remember one time I thought I got everything, and then my stepdad's in his bedroom. He's like, "Who shit in my fucking toilet?" And I'm just like, oh my God, like. That's the last thing I checked. I didn't check to make sure I flushed the fucking toilet. And then by that one little, you were in my bedroom, you were in my bathroom, you must have been in my shit. And it's just like, actually, I literally forgot to flush. And yeah, you should have seen how your fucking rest of the house looked.
I'm gonna amp that story up a little bit, bro.
Oh, yeah, do it.
All right, so we had, I'm 13 years old, man. I'm finding myself in all new sorts of ways.
Oh yeah.
And parents ran to the store. They were doing some running or whatever. Well, I knew where my dad kept his porn. And back then, this wasn't, you know, you couldn't get no free porn on the internet.
No.
You had to buy a magazine from your, you know, older brother.
Or your uncle. Hopefully your
yeah.
uncle was like, hey, here you go. Here's a couple Playboys. And you're like, thank you.
Or know where your dad's collection is. Or
where he hides them in between the fucking,
know how to work a VHS player.
Yeah. Better Homes and Garden, this, that, Vanity Fair. And, there's the Playboy.
I'm really desperate. Here's the Victoria's Secret catalog. Tyra Banks.
I would, dude, I jerked it to Tyra Banks so much. And then there was like, I'm trying to think of who else. Because I would literally like sit up against my door and do it.
Oh, that new chick. That she's been around for. She's the one that started the pink line. I think she's like the most beautiful Victoria's Secret model out there.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I can't remember her name. She was like she was in like Get Daddy, or what was that? The one with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. What the fuck movie was that? This was funny as hell. They made two.
Daddy's Home. Yeah, Daddy's Home.
Yeah, dude. She was in that.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Anyway, so I remember like they're gone, and I go and grab a porno video out of my dad's. I knew where they were at, and I pulled it out, and the way I opened everything up, like I didn't like open it up and then close it. I opened everything up as a sequence as I'm taking shit out, and then I'm gonna. I viewed it.
It has to be that's the same way my parents was. It was a top drawer, and I had to fucking get. Sure. I had to go under the underwear and under this, and then make sure it was all fucking perfect.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, you knew you were fucked.
So
but obviously they never caught me. They never came.
Well, here's the rest of that story. Let me tell you this. So like you were saying, it's like obviously I had to take care of a mess or something. I don't.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I was feeling pretty good. I was pretty high on life. I think I ended up taking a shit. I was doing whatever I was doing, and then my parents came home, and I was like, hey, and I went upstairs, and then all of a sudden I hear, honey. And I'm like, why did she scream it like that?
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden my heart dropped, and I'm like, wait, did I ever put that movie back?
Oh, God.
And I was like, oh, shit. And then all of a sudden I hear, Daniel Grant!
Oh, my God.
Thud, 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 coming through the house, walking to the bottom of the steps.
Oh, dude,
Oh, dude. Daniel Grant up the top, and I'm like, yeah?
Fucking hated it.
Get your ass down here now.
Oh, and you're always upstairs. I was always an upstairs kid too, where it's always get down here and fucking face this, and it's like, oh shit, what did I do? And like, I just
my dad's punishment. My dad's punishment was, or my punishment was also my dad's punishment, rather, because the end result of that is. Well, why are they even here for him to look at?
Yes.
How dare you even have that for my little baby child?
No, well, it's my stepmom, so whatever. Fuck her.
Oh, so you're the stepmom, I the stepdad. Yeah.
So it was my real dad, and he's like, well, yeah, I don't even know I still have those. And so I ended up. I had to throw them all away.
I had them. Okay, I didn't even know I had them. Like, what are you? It's like whatever.
He's like, no, we're gonna watch these, so you ain't grabbing any of them. I'm like, okay, this is like before cell phones or whatever.
Oh, dude.
But I still had my neighbor go over there and grab some.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I was like, dude, grab that shit. Grab it.
I remember getting pornos on the bus and shit, where it'd just be like, there was that one kid that had the scuzzy fuck parents that didn't care about him, and they'd let him do whatever. And then it's like, okay, he's got access to pornos, he's got porno tapes, he's got the kid.
Well, my parents definitely cared, but I had access to be able to grab some magazines.
That was it.
I would sell them.
Oh, dude. Oh my God. Yeah. That was the fucking commodity back then, though. It's like, dude. Hey man, you're either selling me some CDs or you got the.
You got CDs, dude. Like, what better marketing than explicit content, parental advisory?
Oh, yes, always.
This is like Dare.
It just sucks a kid's mind right in. It's like, oh, I'm not supposed to listen to this.
Nothing better
I should
than like
listen to nothing but this. Yeah, like, okay.
When Dare comes through and they show you that briefcase full of drugs, you're like, I want a briefcase full of drugs.
Yeah, can you put a gun in there for me? Like, what the fuck?
Is that full auto? Like, geez, I'm down to create a drug habit. Apparently, I didn't even know that stuff exists. So that's what that looks like. Good. Now I know what the real shit is.
Yeah,
because the first time I bought weed, dude, I got ripped off. The very first time I bought weed, I got ripped off buying a $50 bag of oregano.
Oh yeah, exactly. And
I was like, what the fuck?
That's what you get when you're 11. You're like, damn it.
Yeah, exactly. 11. I was probably
14, 12. Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't purchase my first anything until I think I was like 14. I was like,
you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right.
Like,
I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, no, wait, I had to been in 8th grade, so I was 13 years old. And it was that summer. It was my 8th grade summer that I first bought weed. But I had first smoked it the year before when I was 12. And my first night I ever smoked it was on Halloween.
I got a good first time story after yours.
And it was on Halloween. We went trick-or-treating in Durand. And so the first time I smoked weed, it was it was laced.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Like, I feel a little tingly. I can't feel my face when I'm with you.
So it was laced with angel
my
dust.
penis. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
So freaking the fuck out.
I'm going to watch my curtains just fucking.
You can imagine the letdown the second time I smoked pot.
Oh, my God. Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, this is it?
The same.
What? This
isn't what weed does.
I'm not crying rainbows and fucking, watching the.
Where are all the triangles that were floating around?
Jesus, man.
They were everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, it just reminds me of Dewey Cox. He's like, I am immortal. Just high on PCP.
And then we were fucking running around doing, it was trick-or-treating. And this is the first time this was like the first time I smoked weed. I had never smoked it. I'd never really seen it. I had smelled it before maybe. But and I was just like, okay. And yeah, dude, next thing I know, like I remember being at a McDonald's and going to the bathroom and like my face was as red as the red on the fucking cup. And I was just like, my eyes were like just popped. I'm like, I'm so glad I have a mask.
Yeah.
And then, just going around downtown Durand, walking all these streets and just like tripping balls, not even knowing, thinking that this is weed and like thinking like this is really pretty intense for like what a lot of people have told me.
Yeah, they didn't tell me it was like this, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, I kind of like it. Okay, I'm really talking myself into it. I was giggling like a motherfucker. I was laughing my ass off.
Well, not knowing anything about it, fuck yeah. Oh, dude. That would be intense. That'd be fucking.
Again, it was a letdown.
Oh,
like,
yeah. The
I was like,
time,
the second and third time, really. It was like the next few times that I smoked it because I didn't want to tell anyone. It wasn't wild like till I found out later that I was like, that it was laced. But yeah, I was like, I'd be stoned waiting for it to kick in.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, okay, well, I feel like this, but I'm waiting to feel like that.
And that's the whole thing at that age too, right? You're just like, like you're like.
I never.
Dude, do you feel it, bro? You feel it? You feel it yet?
See, I was.
Do you think you feel it?
I grew up around my dad, where it's like when I'd go to my dad's house for the weekend, he'd smoke pot in front of me from the age of like 9 on until whatever. So it was always that feeling of like, well, so I already knew what pot was. He'd roll it in front of me, do this, roll one, going down the road, blah blah blah. But it was only on the weekends, so I wasn't like completely subjected to it. But it was still like, well, yeah, I'd sit in the other room, watch my dad get high with all his friends, so I knew what it was all about. I already seen it, but I didn't ever want to partake in it until I was about 14. And then it was like my first time smoking pot was over in the Durand Road trailer park over there in Lennon or whatever. And it was some fucking kid. Me and my buddy Mitch went over. Me, Mitch, and Randy went to this kid's house.
Mitch
Deweese.
Oh, man. Wow.
He was the first one I smoked pot with. And it was just like, oh my. Actually, he wasn't the first one. I smoked it with Randy, and Mitch came a little later. And he was actually upset that he didn't get to. But it was this Anthony kid. He's fucking some trailer park kid. We went up to his house. He's sleeping. Hey, you got a joint? He fucking pulls a joint out from under his pillow, sparks it up while he's laying in bed. We're all hitting in shit. Yeah, it's Elmer's first time. He's never smoked pot before. I'm hitting in shit, and he's like, you sure it's your first time? Because I'd watch my dad smoke pot. I'd watch everybody, all his parties he had.
Yeah.
I watched people smoke pot.
You don't just smoke 2 hits.
Yeah, so it's like I knew how to smoke pot, but I never.
It's like a cigarette.
Well, yeah, but it was like that feeling of like I knew I was going to be. I'm like, oh yeah, I can get high. I'm staying at my buddy Randy's house, and my parents aren't picking me up until later tonight. And then we got high. We did our thing. We walking back to Randy's house, and then his grandma comes out, and she's like, your stepdad's on his way to pick you up. I'm like, oh fuck. Shit. Oh my God. So I played it off. I didn't, but it was my first time, literally. Oh yeah. Got home, ate like 3 sandwiches. My mom's like, you must be hungry. I'm like, well, Randy's house, he was kind of a poor kid. It was just that, well, they don't have that much food. And it's, oh, okay. So it totally made sense to her. I'm like, oh, you went for the weekend, you didn't really eat that much. Okay, you're hungry, but
we'll feed you.
God. But then after that, I went to school Monday, ran the mile in gym, and by Tuesday I had pneumonia. And then I was out of school for like 2 weeks. So it was like smoke pot for the first time, run a mile. I did the best I'd ever done. I ran like a 7:22 or 7:24, some shit like that. Just crazy for me. I was at the 8-9 minute mark, and it was just like, okay. And then did the best I ever did, got pneumonia, and then yeah.
It's funny. So I actually found out that's actually how I found out I had sports induced asthma. So they say, and because I competed in field and track and stuff, and every time we'd practice, I was sick at the meet. because like practice for some reason, like my lungs would fill up with fluid, and my body couldn't get rid of it.
I've
like
had
normal.
the COPD shit basically my whole life of just whatever they want to call it.
But it only induces, like, it's like I have to really be put, like, dude, I can run on a treadmill inside
the ringer
and be fine. But if I'm cracking, like, I call it cracking your lungs, like, you know, where your lungs are burning so much and you're like, but if I'm doing that outside in a run, oh, dude, I'm fucked up for another week. Like, it fucks me up and not in a good way. It's so bad. What were we talking about just before this track, though?
I'm not sure.
There was another story about getting high that I wanted to share.
It was just the first time. Yeah, the first time for me.
So
first time.
This wasn't the first time, but this was after the first time I had gotten busted by the rent smoking weed.
Oh, God, yeah. Jesus.
So this was I was 16 years old. I had my car, I had the hearse. I really wanted to be Wayne's World, bro.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Had the hearse, had a business. I was in the same building that my dad.
That's how I knew you. I knew you. First thing I knew about you was you're the kid with the hearse. That's all I knew you as. I didn't.
That's how a lot of people. That's how a lot of people know me. Just
and
as
then
that.
Once you ask about, well, who's the kid in the hearse? What's his name? Oh, okay, then Dan Chipman. Blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, so that was it though. It was that. Oh, okay. But I was the same kind of. I felt the same kind of way of, oh, I want to be that cool. I want to, I want to fucking own something like that. And then it gets
it was cool, right?
Yes,
dude,
that's what I'm saying. Cool. Is that it's the coolness of like,
it was cool because I
want
felt
to be
so
a cool
alone.
guy like that guy. Yes,
it's like if I'm gonna be a freak, then I'm gonna put it right in your fucking
freak
face.
Power, baby, freak power, right in your fucking right.
That's the thing that I almost enjoy about.
I like Hunter S. Thompson, just the freak party in general.
I fucking hate that like everything's high school, but at the same time, I miss that atmosphere enough to where it's like, you know what? Because when you're constantly surrounded by your peers, you have all these different cliques. You have the people that are your, quote unquote, your antisocials, the people that are like, well, I'm not really going to talk to them, they're not my people. Then you have the people that are like the snooties, and then you have your group, and it seems like there's like just really three besides, maybe the retard and the owner.
And it just depends on who you were in high school too, though. Like me, I was the guy who. I hung out with jocks, I hung out with preps, I hung out with stoners, I hung out with the burnouts, I hung out with so many different people because I felt like that kind of...
Many acquaintances, not many friends.
That's exactly it. The only friends I had was Marcus and Nick, and maybe another kid at a time. It just depended on what class I had. Nick Heiser. He just committed suicide this last year, and it was just like, okay. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's the first, like, close friend I've ever had do that, and it's just that feeling of, okay, well, it wasn't good enough for you. That's all. It wasn't good enough for you. You didn't have a good time. Obviously, it's like, that was another thing about my trip recently of like, I got to deal with that. And I got to be like, because me and my girlfriend at the time, we were kind of going through this like, why aren't we loving each other? Why aren't we loving other people? Why aren't we just being more loving in general? And I could see how she wasn't being loving to her friend in a certain situation. And I was kind of going through that feeling of like getting pissed at her. Of like, why aren't you being more loving to your friend who is supposedly your best friend? But then I realized after I took my little vacation to be like, oh, well, you're kind of processing your grief of your friend. And I'm trying to make it more important about friendship because I don't think I did. I don't think I did a good job as a friend because I should have been there more often. I should have done more.
Full circle again with the beer.
Well, yeah, but it's just that feeling of like, God damn it. Like but you can't control it. You can't control people. They're going to do it. So you might as well fucking love them while you can. They might kill themselves anytime. They might do this. It's
tomorrow is not guaranteed, buddy. No. And that's why it's like every day, like, okay, it's hard enough to get your own motivation, but sometimes you just need to remind yourself, like, one, be fucking thankful. Sometimes it's the hardest fucking thing to do in the goddamn world is be thankful for the shit that you do have because you feel alone. And loneliness is an epidemic. Did you just hear this on Rogan?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
This is fucking crazy. Yes. And like with that going on, and like that's the real shit. Like we're crammed in closer to closer, but we're segregated more and more.
Yeah, and isolating completely. I'm not sharing as much of me as I used to.
Yeah, that's isolating, really segregating. Does that go to immediately to race? But it's like,
but you are, you're just separating no matter what. Absolutely. It is a separation between what I used to tell you and what I tell you now. And nowadays, people seem to polish things a little more. And it's like, it's still turds. It's still a bunch of turds.
You may think you're hot shit in a champagne glass, but really you're just cold poop in a Dixie cup.
Or you might think, yes, that's it. Or you might think you're cool by renting a limo and taking pictures in it, but you're not. Like, we know that's not your limo. And then, you're convincing these people, but not us. Or you're doing this or doing...
Unless you're making money with a limo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But if you're for real, I like realness, and we are losing that, but it is a people aren't as real with each other. That's kind of what I'm saying, is that the emotions I used to express to my friends were different than the emotions I express now. Now it seems like everyone is more coddled. Everyone is a little bit more of a baby, where I don't feel like being so ruthless with my people.
We witnessed the change, brother.
I am ruthless. I, Elmer, am ruthless as fuck. And if I love you, I'm going to be fucking vicious with you. I'm going to be so goddamn brash and vulgar and coarse. You're going to understand what the fuck I mean. And if you hate my guts for expressing it to you, good. Fuck you. Now you really get
good, because at least you have a reason to hate me.
Yes.
Right, because
I love you so much
hate what
to
I'm
tell
doing.
you. Yes.
Yeah. It gives,
or to tell you my perspective and truth, because it is just an opinion, but it's still like,
well, that's all we have.
God damn
that's,
it.
So that's I'm gonna wrap up 2 facts here, or 2 points that I wanted to make here. One was my story about getting high. 2 was we were talking about winter, and we were talking about the cold, and talking about thinking and being an analytic and being introspective, and how the cold weather, and I think people that live in seasons and where the climate changes like that, where you are forced to be introspective, I think that is absolutely true, because I think that's where we get a lot of our philosophy from.
Yeah.
Like, you look at the Greeks: high mountains, cold, high altitude, snow, cold, gray skies.
Yeah,
you're in
that's
the
a good
clouds. These are our philosophers. Socrates. These are the people that are in their head just fucking thinking, and we get to do it 4 months every fucking year. Like, that's why when we go down someplace like Florida, or when we are in California or something, and you're just witnessing the people, you're like, wow, this is a lot more fast paced than here.
Yeah.
Well, that's because everything is fast paced. They don't stop to think.
No.
They just fucking do the whole time.
San Diego, all the fucking California, a lot of California. I'm guaranteed.
Not to say that people don't think out there. I'm just saying, like, when ultimately in the end, you guys don't have like this elongated period of where you are forced.
Yeah.
Like, today you're not going anywhere. Sure, today you're not going anywhere because of a forest fire or some stupid shit like that. But ultimately, it's different when it's cold and it's gray.
We're stuck indoors, so sit in your house for months on end and try not to go crazy.
Smell the same shitty fucking air.
Oh yeah, I got
the window open, man.
Oh yeah, it's just
the window cracked open.
It's stagnant shit, and then you got to start drinking to stop the thinking. And if you are good at thinking, though, which I like to be good at thinking, I enjoy thinking.
Me too.
I enjoy sitting around. I am the thinking analytical type. I am the thinking man, whatever. But it's
that's why I'm so creative.
It gets me in trouble a lot of the time because I astute my creativity to it, but it's the feeling of like I get lost in it, and then I'm thinking about shit that doesn't exist, or I'm thinking about shit that won't exist, and it's like I have a hard time focusing, even though it's like an ADHD of the brain, but I'm not a nervous, twitchy guy. I'm just constantly going a billion miles an hour compared to my brain's going a million miles an hour. When people bitch about that, I'm like, I wish my brain went that slow. I wish I could slow down that much. That's why I smoke so much weed.
Right.
I have to smoke weed to slow down the brain. And what it does to me is it clears the voice. The voice in your head is bullshit. Bullshit, negative bullshit. It's positive too. You have good ideas and good thoughts too, but it clears the voice. It's not such a static. When I smoke pot, whether it slows the voice down or it clears it up and it's not so static, it makes it where I can hear myself better. I can hear the loving inside, real true self of like, well, yeah, I don't need to be pissed about that. I'm stoned right now. I'm in traffic and I'm going to take about the same amount of time to get there. Whether I'm, it's just that I don't need to get pissed. I don't need to do this. And I don't need to react in that fucking bullshit way.
What's funny is, speaking about reflection, how reflective, like, you notice things about other people. It's funny because you do the same thing that I do. You very much go, and you go into different directions on the same topic.
Yes, I never stops.
It's a one bunny trail after another.
Yes, it will never.
Same thing with me.
It will never stop, and that's why it is a grunt and a groan to me. Like, it literally, I don't want to explain it.
Like, you say things, and then you're like, oh yeah, dude, that's, I want to keep going on that. Yeah. And then it's like, but then you're, okay, this run-on sentence now has 4 other fucking great points that I also want to point to.
That's it. That's exactly it. It's like, I need someone to rein me in, or I need to be better at reining in. And
you gotta rein yourself in, bitch. I'm not here to do it for you.
That's exactly it. It's like the fucking, what are you doing? It's like, oh, I'm grunting and groaning. I guess I'm,
I did want to say, like what you're saying there, dude, there's 2 buckets in my head that you're always filling. It's the expectation or the you bucket or the expectation bucket. You have to fill the you bucket.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not filling the you bucket, then you're going to be disappointed because expectations are never reality.
Yeah, it's a disappointment most of the time.
If absolutely, it's a disappointment.
If you didn't have
Majority of the
expectation, you wouldn't have disappointment. So it's like if people wanted to get rid of the disappointment in their life, they would stop expecting.
Right. You have to stop
Don't
expecting.
expect it
But
to be
here's the thing:
bad or
people don't
good.
know where to put that energy. People don't know when if they're not putting.
It's a neutral sitting almost. That's
It's
how I
not
feel.
though. It's not. Well, you can feel that way,
Oh, yeah.
but the truth is we all deal with it in a level to where we're like we deal with other people's expectations. How they're like. It dictates. If we're talking ourselves into being able to go out somewhere, if meeting someone new, or just seeing someone that you don't know, or that slow ass motherfucking driver in front of you, or the server with the fucking runny nose.
I guess to me, could you tell me the difference between judgment and expectation? Because to me, a lot of what you just said to me in my life plays off.
But we're looking at it. Yes, it
I'm
is
judging who's going to be there at the party. So it's almost an expecting though. Like I want to know who's going to be there.
So let's look at it from
judging and expecting.
Let's look at it from whose eyes we're looking at them from.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at them through our own eyes.
Oh yeah, that's the only eyes I can see.
Because those eyes are our thoughts and not their voice.
No.
You'll never hear those. That's the expectation bucket. These are these false expectations. These are these hopes.
Assumption.
It's assuming it, but it's expecting too. We build these expectations, like we have these conversations in our head, or we do this, or blah blah blah, and we think they're going to act this way, and they didn't go that way, and everything's just so fucked up now because this one little thing it didn't go that way when you didn't even look at the 10 other things that went pretty fucking good, and like that's not a bad day. It just wasn't your plan.
Yeah, that's it.
But that's not the point. The point is the you bucket, because the expectations are what we do on a daily basis, no matter what it is.
Yeah,
it's always someone else's are other people's expectations of us, whether it's our own, whether it's our parents, whether it's our significant others, whether it's our children. There's always some level of expectation, and expectation can also be looked at as obligation. It can be looked at as like accountability, but in the end, still with accountability, you're only accountable to yourself and making the right choices that you're doing. So what are you doing? Are you making the right choices for you and filling the you bucket? Put that energy into you.
Oh yes, that's exactly it. Because you have the bank accounts of like you have financial bank account, emotional bank account. Which one do you want to spend time filling? You spend your fucking life filling this bank account of physical money, and you're not working on your emotions, or you work on your emotions and then you're not that rich. Like, try to find a balance. Same kind of theory.
It's always have your cake and eat it too. But but filling the you bucket. Like, how many times do you get let's talk about relationships. Real quick.
I don't relate to the expectations anymore because everything you said relates. Well, yes, I do, but to me, it feels more of a judgment because, like tonight, for example. If I expected this to go good, I could be super excited about it. Like before I got here, I could be, I expect it to be good. I can't fucking wait I'm thinking about it being released. Well, no, I don't. Or I could be like, oh my God, I'm expecting it to be bad. Maybe Dan's not going to like me and maybe this or that. But that's that expectation that I don't have anymore. I do not literally have that expectation of, I look at it as I'm driving.
Right, but that's
not
judgment.
And then next thing I know, that's exactly it. That's the only reason I say judgment, because it feels like
judgment because it's guilt. It's guilt, it's shame, it's what we put on ourselves, man. That's the problem with expectations. Expectation ends up being a guilt on ourselves. Like we end up making ourselves feel like shit. We make ourselves feel like shit. Yes. Someone else could be feeling one way. We think that they feel another way. And we're listening to that motherfucking voice that isn't even a voice. It's only a voice inside your fucking head. And it's because you're worried about the expectations instead of you. How many times do you, that's where I was going to say relationships. You know how many of my friends, people I know, and I'm even guilty of it myself in some factions, you meet someone new, you do things, and it's like part of you is like, this is what normal is. So sometimes you unbiasedly end up making and creating expectations because this is what you've known this as normal is.
It's your conditioning though, and what I get from mushroom chips and things like that is I get to decondition myself and recondition and kind of just to understand easier that it's bullshit. That everything that's been put into me, everything that I spit into this mic, everything I tell you, it's all been put into me by somebody else. Not a lot of it has been done by me other than, yes, I made the choices on this part of it, but what my parents put in front of me, what these people, the teachers, the educators, the this, the that, the politicians, the religion, everything has been influenced by somebody else. Sure, and I haven't had time to just sit and be a human animal on this planet and say, What do I think?
Exactly.
What the
no
fuck
one
do
has.
I think? Well, I don't like relationships that have this kind of limitation. I don't like mother, son, father, daughter, this relationship if you have to only be superficial or if you can't get deep with your parents once in a fucking while and have an actual relationship.
Have that openness
Have a
with your
connection,
parents.
something to say something real. To say something real to your fucking people in your life compared to the humdrum, dumb, bullshit, numb. I'm numb, you're numb. Let's numb each other up some more. Let's get nummy with it. And yeah, and that's what most people are walking through life with. And they're all going to wake up one day with the fucking Black Mirror robot outside their house patrolling it.
Absolutely.
And they're not even going to know that they were the one that signed the contract to let that motherfucker roam their streets.
The problem is we already like yeah. Well, the problem
It'll
is
be Chappie before we know it. If you've never seen Chappie.
Yeah, I know I
Chappie's-
haven't.
Oh my God, dude.
I love District 9.
Oh, Chappie's like District 9, but with more humor and with Deontwood, the band Deontwood. If you've never heard of them, holy Jesus
Good
Christ.
stuff.
Oh,
You
Deontwood.
guys give me one to check out. Dude, speaking of movies, Bill and Ted 3.
Yes, I seen the fucking
Face the Music.
Jay and Silent Bob, Bill and Ted coming out.
Jay and
like
Silent Bob
same
coming.
year.
If they're Jay and Silent Bob's filming now, they just released their 8th vlog.
Yes, I just watched that
yeah.
the other day. I was like, oh my. And Jason Mewes, he's playing fucking Fortnite.
Dude, Jason
nonstop,
Mewes
dude.
looking old as fuck.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, it's funny. Like out of that picture of the comparison, it was like the one kid that was the youngest actually looked the oldest. The one actual kid. I was.
So is Bill S. Preston Esquire,
dude.
motherfucker,
Oh, man.
dude. Like,
Oh.
holy shit, he look like Face the Music. What a great and appropriate title.
Yes.
Like, I love the premise of what they're doing with Bill and Ted. I hope that it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be great. I think it
will
has the
be.
potential to be great.
You just got to be lighthearted about it. And
Sure. Don't take it too serious.
But that's
Don't
what
take anything.
That's what I'm
You're not
saying.
going to get out alive.
No,
what the fuck?
no, you
Settle the
don't.
fuck down.
That's it, man.
Jesus Christ, people.
That's it. But it really, I only know from the experience of I take it serious. My middle name is Ernest. I almost feel like a burden. I feel like it's a burden to be earnest with myself and to be earnest with others. And then it's like, well, but I don't want to be. I don't want to be stuck with that. I don't want to be like just.
Yeah. How do you drop ego in a societal amalgamation of yourself?
Yes.
Like to create a you. Like we have the science, we have the technology, we have the ability, but do we have the discipline? And I think that's where AI comes in. And why, when someone says, Elmer, dude, I got this pill you're going to be able to take. And when you take this pill, it's going to release a bunch of these little robots that are going to say, Elmer, it's a good day today.
Yeah.
And guess what? You can do it.
Yeah.
And not only can you do it, you matter.
Yeah.
And I love you.
I'm good enough. I'm smart
And
enough.
just so
and
you know,
doggone it,
I
people
am
like
you.
me. Yes.
No, you got to love you. Like that. If you're not your best friend,
Yes.
then you fucking
And
usually suck
I've-
as a human being.
I've had moments of that. I look at my life, the whole thing, and I reflect. I'm a very reflective person, if you couldn't already fucking tell. But it's like, it's the waves. Everything is a wave to me. There's never going to be, everyone's looking
frequency.
people are looking for permanence. People are looking to have a permanent feeling.
They're looking. They want to settle. Sometimes I feel like that's what they
That too.
want to do, man.
Yes.
They want this. Like I feel like
They don't want more. And
They're
that's
either a
completely
realist. There's an
okay.
idealist situation going on where they're like, I'm going to go to school and I'm going to graduate, and after I get done, I'm going to get good grades, and because I got good grades, I'm going to get into school because I got a scholarship, and I got a scholarship. I'm going to get married, and I got my job. I'm going to get married, and I got my job, and I got kids. I got my car. I got my mortgage. Oh my god,
Yep,
I'm
that's
a
it.
productive member of society. Oh,
I
I can't
matter.
afford anything that I'm doing, and now everything's going to shit.
in
And now I'm
debt.
divorced.
My husband
and now I
cheats
have
on
3
me.
kids, 3
Oh,
baby
the
mamas.
dog just ran
and
away.
Fucking the dog ran over because he
Yes.
ran away, and I'm dying.
And I can't stop taking these diet pills.
Yeah, right.
And I can't
Take some
stop
more.
watching Maury Povich.
You know what?
and I
Hey, we got a
can't
pill
stop
for that.
watching Wendy
It
Williams.
looks like you're not being productive enough here. How about we?
I love
how
Steve
about
Harvey.
we're gonna make sure that we're not. You do have a good job still.
Oh, man.
You do have a good job. You may be losing the house. You may be losing another husband. But you still
Jesus.
got a good job because you are a productive.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a female. Maybe I guess.
And
I
then
don't
there's
know.
other people in the country eating dirt, and then you feel bad about your
Exactly.
existence, and then you're a piece of shit.
How about
because
realize where the fuck you're at? If you have money in your
my
pocket and a
phone
car,
sucks. Like, really? Well, their life sucks. So they don't get. You're dropping 80-pound bags of grain on 50-pound people, like in that Chris Rock bit where he's just talking about we don't feed people until they're actually starving. We literally do not feed people.
Are they dying? Yeah, he's dying right now. Let's put something in them.
Have the flies left because there's no nutrients left? Oh, okay. Well, now we'll feed them. Now we'll help you. Now that the flies are done eating the nutrients off your teeth. Yeah, let's do that. And I use the crude language because it's crude. It's crude as fuck.
It's horrible.
It needs to be represented.
Dude. There's so much shit out there, man. There's so much fucking shit out there
that you could be grateful anytime you want.
And not only could we be grateful, we could show appreciation.
I've got legs today. Holy shit. I'm way better off than.
Oh, I heard a good quote. Since you brought up legs, let's just say he's like, man, I was so bummed out about not being able to find the pair of shoes I wanted in my size.
Yeah.
And then I seen the kid that didn't have any shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude, you still got shoes on your feet. You're looking to buy another fucking pair, and there's people out there without shoes, man.
It comes down to the same thing.
And I'm not the guy that's going to be able to give them all the shoes.
Yes.
But I want to be the guy that's like, hey, you could be a better human.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you have to go give a kid some shoes. I mean, that'd be great if you did. It'd be great if I did. It'd be great if we all did.
Yeah, but if you can appreciate yourself, you could appreciate the world you're about to walk out into.
Yeah, how about you hold that door for that old fucking lady?
Yeah.
How about someone's pulled over and they got their four-ways on. You can see they're frustrated. Fucking back, get off. Fucking you got a four-way in the car.
I just seen the video of the guy where this fucking civilian walks into a police station with a fucking knife.
Yep, seen that, and it ends in a hug. How fucking great.
He just talked to the guy instead of grabbing his gun and being all nervous and anxious and like, I'm gonna shoot this animal, this person that came in all frustrated, I'm gonna shoot him. Instead of that, it's like, hey man, what's up? Hey, what's going on? What are you doing? And you don't know what he's saying, but from the body language, it's,
how many people out there literally just need a hug?
Yes, like literally, that guy needed a fucking hug. That's
all they need.
They don't need to press charges.
They just need to know that it's okay to let go for a little bit.
You gotta be. It's like the fucking wedding singer. I just want somebody to hold me and tell me it'll all be okay. And then the drunk guy's, it'll all be okay. Like, everything will be okay.
You're
like,
all right,
oh my
buddy.
God, yeah.
Oh, man.
You, but,
so going back to, dude, that was... Dude, Adam Sandler and The Wedding Singer, that fucking movie is hilarious. Speaking of Drew Barrymore.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So we've been working on that new song, Drew Barrymore. Now, I don't know if you've heard the original. It's pretty it's all right. It's pretty good. I mean, it's got 39 million views.
We might want to clear it up. You and who have been working on it?
So Damon McKenzie.
Yes.
Yeah, Damon McKenzie.
Yes, I can't wait.
Yeah, dude, it's
How long have you known Damon?
4 years now.
Yeah.
4 years.
Nice.
I met him because he booked me for a music video. I ended up doing 3 music videos for him because it was funny, and without saying any names, I just seen another music video get released, and I'm like, why didn't they get a hold of me? And I'm watching it, and I'm just like, you couldn't have wanted that. That couldn't have been what you were thinking. But because I watched that, Damon shared with me this story about the first time that we met.
Oh.
So because I don't usually book videos for music videos, like if it's like a legit shoot and shit, we're gonna go all out. And usually all out means it's gonna be me, I'm gonna bring in another guy, and we're gonna fucking we're gonna shoot the fuck out of that day.
Yes, all day.
And get some shots are gonna be quick.
Take
and we're
advantage
gonna
as
get cool
much
stuff.
as you can. That's it too.
So but they usually go around $2,000. So Damon's like, man, about $750. What can you do for me for $750? $750. I'm like, how about I give you an hour?
Yeah.
And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I'll have 2 videographers there. We'll shoot you in an hour. So however many times you guys can run through the song in a fucking hour.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what we'll shoot.
If it's 3 minutes, then you got plenty of time.
And I said, but you guys are gonna be responsible for the setting where we're shooting all that shit. So he's like, all right, we're gonna shoot in my buddy's basement, blah blah blah. And I'm like, but he's like, but it looks like a fucking basement. Any ideas? And I'm like, buy a bunch of black sheets and just fucking hang them all around.
Yep.
Literally, the drummer's sitting his elbows are hitting the wall. The guitarist, his elbows hitting the wall, and the bassist, his head stacks touching the other wall. And we just had these black sheets. And I shot it, and I shot it in an hour with my buddy. And we left. Paid me my money. We left, and I was pretty stoked about what we got. But of course, I knew what we got.
Yeah.
So he's sharing with me this story now. And he's like, yeah, you guys left. And it was cool because we just did it. And then immediately I was like, fuck, what the fuck did we just do? We just hung up black sheets in the fucking basement. And he's calling up all his boys and he's just like, dude, you know what this is gonna fucking look like, right? This is gonna look like fucking shit.
Oh my God.
We just paid $750 for a video that's gonna look like shit. We all just took photos with our fucking cell phone down there. We know what this is gonna look like.
God.
I sent him a cut because I was so amped up to fucking shoot some shit.
Fuck
And
yeah.
he's like, dude, I got that. And he's like, I refused to look at it for like 20 minutes. He's like, I was just so nervous to fucking look at that video, especially because I got it to him so quick.
Oh yeah, like
He fucking opens that shit up and it was the video for Maybe. And yeah, dude, blew him out of the water. He's like, he's like, you're gonna do every fucking music video I ever do. He's like, I need to make it so I can pay you $20,000 to do it. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
If I can do that kind of work with what you had me working with, then fuck yeah. And that's what proves a good fucking talent, a good, just that fucking good eye, and just the talent of what you can do. That's pretty much it. I want to inspire people to get more talented, not even more talented, but take the talent you already got and fucking increase everybody.
You don't know you got talent, just start doing things. Fucking start throwing yourself at places and just start fucking doing things. And if you're going to start doing things, you're going to start doing them more. And if you start doing them more, you're going to start doing them better. And when you start doing them better, you're fucking going to start owning your shit and feeling better about yourself.
It just sounds like motivational.
Filling that fucking U bucket.
Yes. Oh my God. It sounds like
you bucket.
Motivational speakers and shit. That's where I point people. Gary V. I always say Gary V because he's got the fucking energy and that's what he's doing. Where it's like, hey, follow his content a little bit. He's kind of an asshole sometimes, but for the most part,
but I love him.
He's right down to the fucking brass tacks. Here's what you got to do. Oh, you got an Instagram. Oh, you're a rapper. Or you're this. Or you're building this and do this. It's just that quick pace. He's going to give you the best advice because he's not attached to it like you are. That's the best part I love about him. He's not attached to it. I could easily be a guy like that to be like, okay, well, tell me everything about you, what you want to envision, or what's your vision, and then, well, here's what I think, with no emotion, no nothing. But then, yeah, you get closer to people. And
to wrap that in, to finish that point, though, you asked, I started talking about like what we did. Speaking of Drew Barrymore, and I said we did this thing, and then you're like, not me, and I say David McKenzie. I wanted to make sure
because I was like, yeah, well, we're working on this, and I'm like, yeah, well, not we, but yeah, I want that guy to fucking, I can't wait. I'm just excited for local fucking people I know to do shit. That's it. More people.
I'm sick and fucking tired of just sitting on my shit.
Yes.
As an artist, I've been filling the expectation bucket, which can often be perceived as the judgment bucket.
I guess.
Because you know what? You're the judge.
Well, I'm just making a judgment all the time.
But no, seriously, the ego is your biggest judge mentor. Like this motherfucker will sit there and just like be like, order in the fucking court, motherfucker. You're in contempt. It won't hold you accountable, and nor will it give you any motivation to do the other. But what it will do is completely keep you from doing anything that you feel you could be, should be, might want to be doing. Like whether it's going out and meeting that friend, whether it's fucking, hey, you know what? Today I'm going to draw. Saying fucking yes.
Just saying yes.
How many times does a friend got to invite you out before, and you got to say no before they stop inviting you out? You wonder why you're isolated, and it's like,
when you say no so many times, people stop. And they'll just stop
asking.
Doesn't mean they're not your friend. It just means they'll stop. They already know the answer.
And it also means that you better expect.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go to
not fucking ask you.
Well, you got to better expect them to not ask you after several times of denying. But actually, and that's where you pretty much got to expect yourself. You got to expect them to might bail on you.
Yes, but you might have to start inviting yourself then, and you might have to take the courage or take the first step because you know that you
go to a fucking bar by yourself. You fucking pussy.
Oh yeah, but I
go there without trying to meet someone. Jesus,
that was it. And that was like
make a new friend.
That's where I'm at. I'm isolated. I am the fucking isolated person, and that was all me and my girlfriend talked about recently, and the fucking. Because it's like, I'm not depressed about it. I'm just sick of being that way. And then when you think about it, well, what can I do? I can make more friends. I can contact Dan. I can contact these people. But you're not going to get it overnight. Just because you say, oh, I want more connection with people, it doesn't mean it just fucking happens. It doesn't mean they want it on their end. So it is just a baby step process. You got to put yourself out there. That's all we're doing. That's all me and you are really doing. Putting ourselves out there a little bit more. and a little bit more, and a little bit more.
It holds us accountable,
and holds us accountable, and then we do a little bit more, and then people take a notice, and then a little bit more, and then, hey, what can we do for you now? What can you do for us? And it's all, I don't want to exploit each other, even though that's what everyone is kind of doing. Everyone is exploiting each other.
I exploited you in my last vlog, dude. I used a cut that I like. I used a cut that wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Just because it was funny. I was like, you did that, and I'm like, and it just cut to me talking, and I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of, and I'm like, and I looked at it, and I'm like, I got this cut of me just looking around, and I'm like, I want to throw that in there. Hopefully he's not pissed about that. Whatever, dude, fuck Elmer.
No, that's
cool with this.
That's exactly it. But that's the expectation shit of like having the expectation of how I'm going to react to what you're putting out, having the expectation of what you're going to say about what I say about you in my fucking vlog or this or that. That's what holds people back. It's holding you back.
Yeah, you tricked me, motherfucker. You said something in the last vlog, I think, about like, you're like, well, yeah, or maybe it was before we started our vlog.
I put it in like the 30-minute area.
You said something, and I like watched. I'm like, dude, I watched several things. I didn't watch everything, but I've watched the majority of your shit. Like, I feel like I'm like 85%. I'm like, I haven't heard what he said. He said, I don't think he said anything about me yet. Is he talking?
No. Oh, you're looking for it.
But I looked for it. I fucking looked for it, and I listened to it on my ride back from work. So I mean, there's at least 50 minutes there. I'm watching Elmer's World content.
That's my little. That's what I'm trying to do.
I think he mentioned me. It pissed me off the other day, Damon. Like, so we're working on this Drew Barrymore song.
Yes, Drew Barrymore.
The song that's by, I don't know his fucking name.
Yeah.
But he's black. It's a sexy song.
You know it. We don't. So
it's got 39 million views on the interwebs.
Yes.
And we decided to do a cover of it, and people like, we shared it with a couple people. They like the acoustic version.
Yeah.
It's funny because, isn't it funny that when you feel like, maybe it's because like we sent them the song or whatever, but they feel like they're really like in on it a little bit more. And you are, because you're asking for advice, you're asking for input for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But then it's funny like that they grow attached to that.
Yes.
And then like all of a sudden you do something like add a little fucking electric fucking metal distortion guitar.
Yeah.
And then people are like, wait, what are you doing? I don't know if I like what you're doing. And then they listen to it a couple times and they're like, this is fucking amazing.
Yes, that's it. Oh yeah,
we're like, yeah, dude, those harmonies in there, right? Like it completely evolved the song. Like at first it was great because what we did, our idea was to strip down some of Damon's songs. Like instead of, I'm like, dude, you got a phenomenal voice. Your voice is so good. It literally does not matter the accompaniment. Yeah. I can fucking play guitar for you. You know, it's like how that kind of shit started. Like we could fucking just do some stripped down acoustic shit and launch it. Yep. You know, and when you want to go record with Chris. Do your fucking thing. You know, and now we're just producing shit, and it's like every time I'm doing shit, my shit's getting better. Yes. It's not great. It still sounds like a fucking Studio B recording, but this is also shit that needs to be out there because if they love it, and I'm like, dude, you're like one of those guys that I look at as a creative, and I'm like, why the fuck are you here?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Why are you still serve pizza?
That's it. And yes, that's exactly it.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Like you should be doing you everywhere. Everyone.
That's it. And it's usually the money. It's usually the money that comes down to this. It comes down to that. It's not about money that doing it, but it's the money of I gotta focus on surviving compared to focus on my art.
You know what? I don't even give a fuck because this motherfucker's not gonna listen to it. So I'm gonna call out Damon a little bit here.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Because you know what, dude? This is the thing.
Batter up.
This is the thing that goes on. Like, he is such a talented motherfucking cat, but he really like he falls apart when it comes to the plan. And like I believe yes, it's hard. It's all of those things.
That's what made me quiet.
That's what creates a fucking.
I stopped talking so much about what I was going to do, and I just started doing it.
Just doing it. Don't care about.
Well,
that's the expectation bucket. Because if you're telling people about it, then you want to know their thoughts about it and what are their expectations about what you're going to do.
I'm going to have an album out by this next fall, and then when you say that to somebody, then they come and check you, and they say, "Oh, how's the album coming?" And it's like, "Oh, I haven't even worked on it."
Who have you fucking ever told that you're going to do something they actually came back besides a parent?
Exactly it. That's seriously. That's a perfect
unless they're a great friend.
Yes, that's all. That's the only people that are actually going to ask you about shit that you said to them. Really, and hardly anybody has any great friends anymore. I mean, people do.
Sure,
We all got that one, maybe, but
got a couple. But there's a lot of red flag like waving motherfuckers around there, and some of them love to really just put them right in your face.
Yes, oh, yeah.
Like like even when it comes to like testing and all these other things, like you and I even like it was funny. Like last time we talked, I felt like shit because I was like, dude. When I say things, I fucking do them. I like to fucking do them, and I'm gonna do them. And I totally was doing them, man. And then the next day, I'm like, man, I'm so tired. I still got this video to edit. And then I'm like thinking, like, not only do I got that video to edit, but I'm really feeling like shooting this whole other music video.
Yeah,
and I shot that fucking video I showed you earlier that day and was editing it. So that's why I didn't hang out. I'm like, so I'm like, I was like, I felt because I was filling the mean bucket there, shooting the video for me, saying "fuck it, I'm doing it," and then but not getting a hold of you, being the asshole there. I was like this. It was like
I was productive in my own right.
I was productive today.
Yes,
exactly.
I was
productive today, and I knew you were too. I'm like, if he wasn't, he'd be reaching out. He must be feeling inspired and be doing his thing, and. We got a whole nother week before we throw this out because now that we've done it once, I know what to do to get it up by tomorrow. It's all fine.
Oh yes, that's it, man.
Before you know it, we're gonna be going live in here, man. I got my crystal ball. You see I got my skull selection up here.
No, that's it.
With all my happy tikis, bro. I got 2 Buddhas. My happiness Buddha.
Yes.
This is the tiki of knowledge that I got from dude. These are the stupid gifts that I get from like coworkers and shit that I would be like, oh, you're so like I went out and I got this for you. I'm like, what is it? And I'm like, it's the tiki of knowledge, and I'm like, you're fucking cool.
Yes, you're.
That is definitely one of those things that's gonna be hanging around.
Well, it makes you remember it. Like when people put thought into a present, it actually matters, and it actually makes you feel good when it's like, oh, you must know me to a certain degree. Oh my god, dude, you must kind of actually pay attention. I guess you do. And it's like, if I all of a sudden brought you some Jameson, then it's like, I pay attention, I know what you like. But if I brought you some fucking R&R, it's like, I'm a fucking dick. Like, what the fuck,
So, like, we were talking about this earlier when it came to Christmas and everything.
I feel like I'm in therapy. What are you writing?
Well, you have a tendency to ramble, and like, I want to be able to circle back to certain stories and things. The Xmas and the same gifts, Christmas. Like, that's the thing. Like, I remember feeling like shit, feeling the shame for several years as an adult because I had a really good job and. Well, no, let me take that back. I didn't have a really good job, and I wasn't able to get gifts for my family. I was always trying to do things, and I always felt more like, oh, I'm here, and like,
it's
let that be gift enough, basically, because I ain't got shit.
Justifying your piece of shitness,
right?
Like, that's how I used to do it too. And then I'm a gift. It's like, no, you're not. You're just a poor person, but they accept that. They accept that you're poor.
Absolutely.
My family,
and they know. They're like,
my family didn't expect shit from me. They know,
and I wasn't asking for money either.
I could barely keep myself alive, let alone buy you guys some fucking Christmas presents. If I could make you something, I would too.
I didn't bum money this month, Mom.
No. Well, I don't have to bum money to buy you a present. You're like, hey, could you give me a couple $100 so I can buy you and Dad a present? It's like, what the fuck? It's like, I
got this bill due. Consumers
just fucking order my own shit.
Why did you buy this?
Yeah,
I didn't want that. Shit. Like, oh, okay.
But so here's the thing. Like, I remember I ended up getting a good job, and after feeling shame for several years of like not being able to get from my family, I really took the time to go out and
that one year.
And it wasn't even like a time. It was just I've done it several years. Like when I just tried but it's always for the people who matter.
Yeah, that's it.
Like if you get a gift from me, you're something, motherfucker.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like seriously, gifts are one big thing.
Yes.
Because I'm analytical, so it's not just the gift. It's
I knew
the card.
My friend Marcus cared when he brought me back a lighter from Sweden and an ashtray from Sweden. I'm like, oh, you love me. I love you too, faggot. And it just goes on.
You fags.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it was funny is like we totally went. I went out and everything that I bought, I was thinking to myself like, hey, what's something that they're not going to get that they could use that they're not going to get themselves?
Yes, exactly. Because that's usually what the parents do anyways.
Mom
buys dad
so
the shit she wants, dad wants.
For everyone in my family, I went out and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I fucked up past couple years, so this year everyone wins.
I'm gonna make it up to you a little bit.
And then seemed like
And
this sounds so horrible, bro. Like even saying this out loud, all of a sudden now makes me feel like now I'm just a horrible, ungrateful son of a bitch. I
can't wait.
But here's the thing. Me and my stepbrothers, or my stepbrother and my stepsister, we all got the same shit.
Yeah.
Like literally the same things.
All the same socks,
and
all
it
the same.
didn't matter. And it was like, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, they just seen it. And they're like, we got 3 kids. We need 3 of those.
Yeah, everyone got. And, but the worst to set it off, like this was even worse. This was also the year that I bought my house.
Yeah.
Okay. And so like with my house, like I remember having conversations with my dad because I'm like, Dad, I bought my own power tools.
Yeah.
You know, having conversations like that. So that was the thing. It was like we all got these stupid print T-shirts that they know fucking for sure that I don't ever wear.
Yeah.
Like I'm like looking at it, I'm like, you never gonna ever see this T-shirt and think that's something Dan would wear.
Unless you put it on me when I'm dead. If you put it on my dead body, maybe I'll wear it.
Ever.
Fuck you,
and
guys.
Then all of a sudden, the next thing I'm open up all these fucking power tools.
Oh yeah.
That I literally just bought 4 or 5 months
literally
previous.
just told you, Dad, I bought a Sawzall and I bought this.
Well, I knew all you kids could use power tools and I'm just like,
thanks.
And like I felt like it hurt.
Yeah, you feel like an asshole.
I almost wanted to cry.
Yeah, how dare somebody buy something that you didn't like, but yet at the same time.
No, I felt like this whole holiday, everything is just such a sham. No one gives a fuck.
No, they don't really.
Like how dare I felt more stripped of my time, and like that was the worst feeling ever.
Yes.
What? Because I spent time on my father's
feel
gift.
like you're wasting time with your family on that certain occasion. Sometimes
I'm like, so you matter this much to me, and
that's the expectation though. The expectation of them actually giving a shit as much.
And I'm gonna back that up with a phone call bullshit. Yeah. Like my dad, all of a sudden, like he calls me twice one day. Yeah, I was like, and they were back-to-back phone calls.
Oh yeah, those are good.
I was right in the fucking middle. Like, there's no way I'm not answering. Click.
Yeah.
You know, continuing on my meeting. Click. Calls me. You know, and I'm like, shit. And you know, I'm like, fuck. I'm thinking, is that an emergency? And I'm like, well, obviously not. He didn't leave a message.
Yeah.
If it's an emergency, he always leaves a message. Yeah. Right. And then nothing. And because he didn't get a hold of me, and because I was fucking busy too, I didn't even think about it, and I didn't call him back.
Yeah.
I was a bad son.
Oh yeah, I've been bad son a lot.
And the next thing I know, it's like literally almost a month later.
Oh yeah.
And I don't get a call from him. No. I get a call from my sister.
Oh yeah, you will.
And there's I get blown up. I get 2 missed calls, and then I get a message from her.
Why are you ignoring?
She's like, yeah, why? Dad said he tried calling you, blah blah blah. And I'm like, wait a minute. Last time he called, it was like I was fucking busy, and I didn't. Wait a minute, why are you calling me today, leaving me this message, and not him? Like, don't even. Fuck.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My sister would text me to say, "Can you call our brother?" And I'm like, "You could just call our brother, you dumbass." Like, what the fuck?
It's the same thing as like this is like anything that I post, anything that I'm doing. Like, do you think I get a like or a share or a comment from anyone in my family?
No.
Anyone in my family?
No, that's it. My family
I am the black sheep of my family.
They don't like what I do, and even if they don't not like what I do. We just don't talk about it. Okay. I don't talk about my life when I'm with people other than in situations like this. And that's where I've been lacking.
Right. Getting it out.
I love getting it out. I love having a therapy session. And that's why I like open mic comedy. That's why I like podcasting.
That's my notes.
Because to me, it's a therapy session. It's just you're conversing with somebody that normally doesn't get this much conversation anymore. I don't get to converse with a dude, similar age, similar interest. I don't fucking get this anymore.
Where do those bars exist?
I talk to my girlfriend. Literally, I sit at home. I talk to my girlfriend. I talk to my baby. Talk to my brother. Maybe a dad or a mom here and there. But I am literally talking to myself and seeing everyone on the internet. I watch YouTube, watch the Rogan, watch this, watch that. But I'm literally just... any connection I get is with my girlfriend, with my baby. So I'm very isolated in the whole friend zone and the whole, hey, I don't go out to bars. I don't enjoy bars. I don't enjoy drunk assholes. I don't enjoy stupid skanks. I enjoy
this. I enjoy sipping on some whiskey. Like I've been more...
I want to be more of an adult in certain categories where I am more mature and I am more sophisticated.
You know how I know? You know how I'm growing up? My pothead days
I wash my
have
hands
dwindled.
every time.
My pothead days have dwindled, and my alcoholism has accelerated.
Yes. Oh yes, and I haven't even started in the alcoholism yet. That's it, man. I haven't started. I'm almost there.
Weed's not as cool anymore because I don't dab, so I'm just gonna drink this Jameson.
Stop the thinking, start the
fucking
drinking.
Rite Aid.
Yes,
likes to break the law.
Yeah,
That's where you get a fifth of Jameson cheaper than a fucking fifth of Bullet.
Oh my god,
it just doesn't happen.
That's insane. Only
like $27, $27.90 out the door or whatever.
Hey, that's good with me.
Yeah, Bullet was $29.99 on the shelf.
Insane. Oh yeah, dude.
Whatevs.
I go for the Grey Goose when I'm feeling real special and I want to treat myself. Then I'm like, okay, I'll spend $30 on a bottle. You know, that's me treating it. But that's it. I like the finer things in life.
You like the finer things in life, and you know the thing is
I only live once.
If you only live once, and if people that you care about, you know that they only live once, and you show them their appreciation by here's the thing. I've always been really weird about gifts anyway. Like to the point where I don't even like accepting gifts.
Oh yeah,
like it's a weird fucking thing. Because I always feel like that the gift is served out of obligation. Because that's what receiving those things cemented to me.
I have
you are getting me these power tools and these things because you need to get one of the kids some things. You weren't thinking about me at all, which is void of the point of Christmas, where the only reason there should be a gift exchange is because you care about that person and you feel like there's something that they need.
And I see you could use a new saw. Okay, son, here you go. I didn't get you much, but I got you a brand new saw.
Right.
You know, I like the one gift idea. I like shit like that, but my family, they've always gone above and beyond where they're spending hundreds of dollars on each kid every fucking year, and then you go and I love it when people show off all their fucking shit on Facebook. I love everyone taking pictures of the Christmas tree, showing up. If you scrape that, I'll fucking pack it up. I brought some shit called 9-pound hammer. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, I'm definitely gonna want it though. Fucking, if you scrape it, or I'll scrape it, and
it was more like, you know what? It was more of like a shut the fuck up, Elmer.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Here I am, the 21st century stoner, and what, you got no weed in your videos, you motherfucker?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, dude.
Like this shit I put.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, why aren't I smoking? Well,
yeah, and I don't even point that. I didn't even notice.
There's thoughts, there's rules, there's things, there's other happenings in life that fucking suck because people are fucking stupid, rude, motherfucking assholes that don't know how to just back the fuck off for a little bit.
It's a division.
And just enjoy what is in front of them. Like
That's why I don't want to.
The person that's 80 going 85 and getting passed by the 90, getting passed by the motherfucker that's going 90 is saying the same thing as me who goes 80 and is getting passed by anyone who needs to go motherfucking faster than that. Because like, dude, seriously, like I'm passing this car. You can obviously see that I'm obviously going faster than the speed limit. So the fact that you want to go faster than me and want to brake check or climb right up on my ass.
Yeah.
Trying to push me, it's like, fuck you.
Dude. Oh yeah, I'm the guy that's wanting to stop and just hit you with my tire iron real quick. But
I'm like, dude, I love my $3,500 Mazda. I will fucking allow you to run right into my ass.
I'll smash you with my $500 Lumina and not give a fuck. Like literally, like I love driving shitty cars.
When you pulled in,
fuck, man, the back tires are gonna fall off.
I thought Damon was here, dude.
Oh, dude,
I was like, is that Damon or Elmer?
I bolted the fucking sway arms up into the bottom. I had to drill a hole in the bottom of the fucking floor in the back seat just to fucking keep my goddamn wheels on my car. But it's almost 300,000 miles, and I've outran. Well, not the cops, but I did get in a high-speed chase with it one time when my fucking ex-girlfriend's fucking new husband
ex-girlfriend's black Jettas.
Oh man, it was insane. It was the fucking child support bullshit, of course, and it was the
rape.
Well, yeah,
fucking legal rape.
Well, extortion. Extortion. I literally had this. Oh, yeah, I guess
everything's against the man.
Well, they came and extorted me for $1,200 less than a month ago. And it was basically like, I've had warrants for child support, blah, 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 but that's all it is. I'm not a fucking actual criminal, but I don't pay this bill. I don't get to see my kids as much and blah, 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 blah. Long story short, they come to my house Mr. Hall, you got this warrant, blah, blah,
Mr.
blah.
Hall, you're a shitty father.
You know, yeah, you must be.
Your
You know, I'm sitting there
ex
with my
who's
child.
now fucking a guy who's making 6 figures a year. Saying
yeah.
you're not doing what you need to be doing, and
Sounds like
you're
Alex.
pretty shit fucking.
Well, and then the frogs are turning gay and fucking interdimensional space aliens.
tell you.
If you don't know that the pedophile network, holy Jesus.
Oh my god.
That's where I want to analyze my life to the point of like, I don't want to be like that. I want to really, I don't want to
I just want to be a good human, man.
Yes, and I am a good human. You're a good human. We are good humans.
But we can all human better.
Yes, we can. Oh yeah, I want to be an animal though,
Like-
and I want to know what's.
No, I want to embrace, but a human is an animal, man.
Oh,
To me,
yes.
like
But people don't
that's what the
accept it.
embracing of like, yes,
People don't-
embracing.
Oh yeah, dude. But it's the accepting you're an animal, so you can accept that you're part of nature, and then see that you are the most evolved part of nature. We are the highest species in all of nature, but yet we kill most of nature in order for nothing. We don't need to do
Progress.
what we do.
No, it's progress. Let me
Oh
tell
my
you, you're
God.
gonna buy some more shit because we're gonna make some more shit. That's
Yes.
gonna fucking end up getting broken because you just bought that shit, but we bought it to destroy.
And, yeah.
You need a new one. That's the point, and I'm gonna sell it to you. Look, our shareholders are happy, and that's because we're constantly
You
growing. That doesn't make any
are
sense. I know, because
happy.
we're always growing.
Oh my God, you need to watch the fucking.
Did you watch The Bleeding Edge?
No.
The Bleeding Edge. It's a documentary on Netflix about like medical devices. Fucking insane.
That'd be interesting.
Insane,
I
bro.
like medical.
Insane.
Human centipede.
This woman's talking about like fucking like she had some shit done, and the next thing she knows, she's like she sneezed and her like fucking insides fell out of her vagina.
Yeah.
Like because of some medical dude. Like
Yes.
this is some shit. This is fucking so crazy.
That's
dude.
why I do not like the doctor.
Well, what's that? That's my liver hanging out of my goddamn crotch.
My butthole. I just pooped out my liver, and this happened, and I don't want any part of that.
So I got this story that was from a while ago here, and definitely wanted to share it. And it's the story of the first time after getting busted of getting high.
Yeah, that's always fun.
And I'm going to tell that.
I've never been busted, thank God, but I've known lots of people with their MIPs, all that good shit, and the fucking.
I got busted by the rents.
Oh,
Okay, this is the first time I'm getting busted by the rents, not the cops. I'm 16 years old. I got a business. Working at Arby's, driving a hearse, okay? Had a public access TV show called Trapped in a Box. Had a couple sponsors. Living life large, man.
Kind of a big deal.
Well, the trying
We have
to...
many leather-bound books. My apartment reeks of rich mahogany. I'm friends with Merlin Olsen. He comes over on occasion.
With no friends. And
yeah.
so, I'm doing this thing.
Oh yeah.
And I go, and I'm also... I went over, and my friend, who's a cougar...
Yeah.
She's like, she wants me to house sit for her. She's like getting ready to go, and she's
I'll
like,
sit
"Well,
on your
house sit for her."
house.
And I'm like, dude,
Like your box, your house, your dog house. I don't know. Yeah.
Anyways,
Point
so
me in the right
16, I'm
direction.
getting ready to have I'm gonna have a fuck. I got a party house now. And you're
yeah.
telling me that this shit's ready, and she's like, all right, let's. It's gonna happen this weekend. You want to smoke? I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we get all high and shit. Next thing I know, it's like, isn't it funny sometimes how time flies when you're enjoying yourself? Next thing I know, it's hours later, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta get back home. So, like, I'm like fucking like driving back home. It's night out. And I walk back inside, and when you walk in, the way my house was set up is it was this old ranch style. You walk in right into the living room, and you walk right in like that's like right. You're walking right into the closet, and to the right of that is like the wall of the living room. So you're looking at everyone sitting in the living room. And back then, you plugged your computer into the wall for the phone, for the internet.
Oh yeah.
And that's where my mom was sitting. So I had to walk past her to be able to get into the kitchen and go down the hallway to where my room was.
Mm-hmm.
I walk in the house. I just got done getting busted. I'm not allowed to smoke weed no more. I just got stoned. I also just got gotten a hold of. I got to get home. I'm late.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Yep.
I walk in. I see Scott sitting in the chair looking at the TV. That's on the wall of the closet. So, like, you can't, like, I'm, like, looking at the closet door, and then it makes a, corner, and then there's the entertainment center. They're watching the hockey game. Red Wings are on. Fucking sit. I'm like walking in. I'm like, fuck, I am so goddamn stoned right now. I'm so high, dude. I'm so fucking high. I get in there and I'm like, all right, I'm just cool. And I see my brother laying on the couch. It's in front of the bay window. He's watching the TV too, him and Scott. And I'm like, all right, take one shoe off, left shoe off. I look over the corner. I see my mom sitting right there playing solitaire on the computer. And I'm like, shit, I'm going to have to walk by her. Hopefully I don't smell like weed. That's all I'm thinking to myself. Like, I don't want to smell like weed. I'm going to get busted, dude. I'm totally going to get busted. Mm-hmm. I put my foot on the right shoe and I'm starting to slip it off. And then all of a sudden, Scott, my stepdad, screams, "He's high!"
Oh my!
And my heart just fucking drops through my asshole.
Oh my god!
And I'm just like, no! And I'm like everything in my body's getting ready to say, no, I'm not. And then my brother says, like, I can't believe he missed it. And I like whip my head around and I'm looking at the TV and I'm looking at the instant replay where the fucking puck just hits the fucking post and bounces off.
He's high.
And I'm like, oh my god!
Shit.
And like as if I'm doing the complete sigh of relief, as if I didn't just get busted.
Oh yeah.
I look up and then there's my mom leaning in front of the computer at the computer chair, looking right at me. And I look right at her and I'm like, hey guys, just going to my room.
Yeah.
Done.
See ya. Good night.
And all I could think of is that I was walking down the hallway to my room was like, what if I would have been like, no, I'm not.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Busted.
They all would have been like, what?
Well, what do you mean you're not? Not what?
What?
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Oh yeah.
Stupid dumb shit.
I wasn't ever really one getting in trouble for getting high or anything. It was more like I didn't get high till later. Like I got
not
high
if your dad's smoking weed in front of you when you're like 9.
That's it. But it was like he wasn't allowing me to do anything like that. But it was still like that whole story is he got fucked up even more. Like once I was around 12 or 13, then he went into crack. Then I didn't see him for like a year or two at a time. Wouldn't talk to him. Blah blah blah. So it's like I've had so many experiences of life and suffering and ups and downs. And then like his fucking my uncle, he was a heroin addict. My dad's a crackhead. They go and steal shit all day in Flint and all over, and then go sell it and fence it. You know, so they go get their hit. I remember they told me a fucking story about stealing a riding lawnmower at Sears at like 8 in the morning, where they'd go to the fucking Ace Hardware to steal the bolt cutters, then go to the fucking Sears to steal the riding lawnmower, take the fucking mower to Flint, sell a $3,000 mower for like $700, go get their heroin, their crack, go do that. So it's like, there's so much shit that it's not a pity party or a suffering, but it's like there's so much experience that people don't have nowadays. And it's not that they need to experience that shit, but it's there's so much shit.
Yeah, there's knowledge to be gained from that. Like you're getting a whole different fucking concept
by exposing yourself to your friends, by being vulnerable to your
vulnerability
to your family, to really tell them how you feel compared to holding it in and then, oh well, you're going to be another teen suicide, or you're going to be another this, or you're another statistic,
another fucking
this
statistic.
Or that. Yeah, who the fuck wants to be that? Who the fuck wants to be that? Because
that's what you are. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm a statistic. Well, guess what, motherfucker? If I'm a statistic, then you're a statistic in the same goddamn motherfucking chart, motherfucker.
That's exactly it, man.
Fuck that shit, dude.
I kind of want
it all comes down to corruption. It all comes down to greed. It all comes down to people's expectations or obligations or fucking... It's us judging other people instead of just fucking calming the fuck down.
Well, instead of hearing their story. Instead of acting like
everyone's got a goddamn story. You know what? Not one of us would trade anyone for their problems. No. You think like it'd be fun to trade? Like people are like wondering like how Anthony Bourdain would kill himself, or how about the fucking lead singer of Linkin Park?
Yep,
I'm like, have you ever listened to his lyrics?
Yeah, exactly.
Crawling in my skin, these wounds they will not heal. I OD'd. Why would he ever do that?
Because
he's in pain.
He felt pain. And
like listen to how he's singing it. Like he's not just the reason why he's a good singer is because it's like when he's singing it, it's like he's really feeling it. Yeah. No shit. Motherfucker, he wrote that. Imagine having to take what you're dealing with and putting it into fucking words.
Yes. Oh, Jesus
The discipline
Christ.
to fucking... You know how shitty it has to be to put it down into words?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Oh.
The motivation from your depression to put it into fucking words.
Those are my favorite songs. I got one. It's called Forced to Stay in My Own Way. And that's it. Is that I'm the only one forcing it, though. No one else forces you.
No one else is forcing you anyway.
They're not doing it. They're not forcing you to smoke cigarettes. They're not making you drink the alcohol. They're not making you fuck that nasty bitch or that nasty dude. They're not making you hook up with random people at a college party. They're not making you do shit. But then you want to think, oh, well, my friends, and if I had better family, or if I had a better this, if I had a better that, it's like, no, if you had a better you, and how the fuck are you going to do that? Is everyone just going to come to you and be like, oh, well, we seen you need some love. So as the universe, we want to just give you more love. It's like, no, we see you hate yourself, so we're going to make you hate yourself more. And
hate yourself more. Buy our shit because you'll feel better if you buy our shit. I don't feel better. Then buy more shit because you're not buying enough. Well, I bought $2,000 worth of shit. It didn't work for you, then you didn't buy enough. That's always the fucking answer. Every goddamn
time. Just go shopping. You'll feel better, hon. Go shopping. You know, what's wrong with the wife? She's just shopping. She's just in a mood, you know.
How are you going to consume? Like, how many people, like, the moment that you start feeling like shit, like, dude, I literally, besides camera gear, because I'm downsizing gear, I haven't bought new shit in over a year and a half. I haven't bought new clothes in over 2 years. Like, a new article of anything in 2 years. Like,
I guess the money thing's a good topic because I could tell you my story of how I didn't go to college and I didn't do things because of what happened to me with psychedelics and with things of that nature. Of like, I literally had my first kid at 17, had my second kid at 19. I was
17. When was the first time you had sex?
15. 15, I started fucking.
Dude, I can't believe that I have not had that phone call, bro. Like, seriously, like, I've had. So my first.
It's insane,
my first sexual experience was at 14 years old. Yeah. And like, dude, that's pretty fucking
I think
young.
I've been molested by my fucking neighbor girl when I was probably like 6, but it was like
that's
not really
interesting
molested.
too.
You're
I think
getting your dick touched by a 9-year-old and you're 6.
Show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Well, yeah, you're playing. I got caught doing that one time, playing doctor, and it was her influencing me though. Where I'm the 6-year-old kid or 7-year-old kid, she was like 9 or 10. We're on the top bunk, and I remember vividly. It's so
I always
funny.
used to think that you had to pee in them.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly. She
so
wanted
supposed
me
to pee in you.
She's like, well, you're supposed to pull your pants down now, and I was like, okay. So I pulled my pants down, my dick was out, and then her mom walks in like, what are you doing with my daughter? Blah blah. And I got like blamed for it when it was the older daughter telling me what. Well, you should. Yeah, this is what we do now. You're gonna be the daddy. I'm gonna be the mommy. We're gonna play this house thing, and it was like, whoa. And then I remember getting kicked out, but it was like. She was that kind
and it's your fault because you're the man.
Yeah, and it was my fault because I had a dick and I was trying to fuck her daughter. It's like, I'm 6 years old. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's the whole thing. Like, you can't, like, with
that's an illusion.
Up with anyone
that's another illusion kind of thing of just seeing it as this or that. You're stuck in a male body. I'm in a female body, so this must mean
not
this.
Anymore.
But I hate that kind of shit, even with like pedophilia and shit like that. Being a dude, like I'm at a birthday party today. If I'm interacting with kids too much, they might think I'm a weirdo. If you're loving kids, or if you're doing this, and then there's certain points where you can't care about this shit.
I felt bad. I ended up incidentally torturing kids.
Yes.
So we were out at Thanksgiving, and like, I am a big little kid. I'm not a big little kid.
That's why I like kids more than adults, though, because the adults in the room suck. The kids are really fun to play with.
For some reason, I'm the guy that like kids flock to when like it's just a family outing. And like,
they can tell you're young spirit though. They're like, oh, you're still pretty young, and they can feel it. They can
I always say, grow up, not old. You know, just get smart, man.
Yes.
But like the point is like they were all like they were being quite fucking annoying. As kids can tend to be.
Oh yeah, fuck
you know, they can be pretty fucking annoying.
I was outside smoking the whole goddamn time.
Oh my god. So they were like, I was like, hey, you know what? You guys should play outside. And they're like, oh no, it's too cold. I'm like, I want to see who can stay outside the longest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I can stay outside the longest. I can stay. You know, they're all like, they're all excited to go outside. So then they go out there, and then they start playing their own game. Yeah. Where it wasn't just who could stay outside the longest, but they took off their coats.
Oh yeah, who can?
And the girl wins, and of course she's got fucking like she's coming in. It was a Thanksgiving thing, so like she's in this like kind of cute dress, you know, like She's got
I'm
pretty much
dressed up.
sleeveless thing. She took off her coat. She comes in. Her arms are beet red, and I'm just like, oh my god!
Good one,
and I'm
kid.
like feeling bad. I'm like, I'm the stupid uncle. Like I've
you started
incited
it
this
all.
whole thing.
That's it.
I
love
was
being
just
a
trying to
stupid
get us
uncle, though.
all some peace and quiet here,
Yes.
you know. And next thing I know, like, yeah, she's just like so cold. We're like trying to warm her arms up. I'm like, hopefully that's not frostbite.
Oh yeah, exactly. I remember being like that though, where you want to be tough. You want to be the tough kid. You want to do stupid fucking shit and just prove you're tough. But you get that from movies. You get that from fucking things that you're watching in the video games. It's
Jumping
it's not-
into the living room
it's
when you
not
had 3
original.
seconds left on the microwave.
It's not a fucking original thought. It really isn't. It's more like I watched wrestling. Look at that. He fucking choke slammed that guy. I'm gonna choke slam this dog. I'm gonna
love
fucking.
wrestling.
Oh yeah, I wasn't.
It's a thing when you grow up that you're supposed to love wrestling.
I guess
if you're a dude, I think it is.
I only did a
Chicks
little
too?
bit. I was in it. It was in the Hulk Hogan and fucking Macho
Sure.
Man ring.
Yes,
you know,
me too. That's me. We were only a year apart.
Cream. Oh yeah, that's it. It was.
So-
but I didn't follow it.
We were
much.
with
I
the
was
first
like,
WrestleMania,
Oh, fuck
the
yeah.
first dolls,
Oh,
like or
dude.
the first like
Yes, the
fucking
actual-
Smash Bros. WrestleMania.
Yes.
Like they were actually like
I remember-
fucking like
and then
pillows.
They came out with football ones too. I had like a fucking Joe Montana and a fucking I don't even know, Barry Sanders or
what
some
the
shit
fuck,
like that.
dude? Barry Sanders. Let's go there for a second.
Oh,
like,
dude.
do you remember? So what else
I
did they do? They
remember.
did something
remember
with
Barry
Doritos.
Yeah.
They
Always.
where they did these game cards.
Yeah,
that
I
were
remember
like
that.
Halloween game
Weren't
cards.
they in the bag or on the bag?
I don't remember. Like, I just remember the cards because I had them all.
Oh yeah.
Like it took me forever to like I couldn't believe it was one of those things that
There's so
like
many
when I got
Doritos.
rid of it, it was like I totally should have kept those.
yeah. Oh, dude,
Like
I've-
it's like selling your first guitar. You're like,
I've got my
why did I
X-Men
sell
cards.
it? Everyone regrets if
Yes.
they've ever played music.
Yes.
Always regrets selling their first
Yeah,
guitar.
why didn't I keep it just to look at it?
Just to look at it.
Just to give it to my
fucking break it into
firstborn
a
or
shattered
whatever.
million pieces and hang it on my wall or
Yeah.
something.
Yes, exactly.
Because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
an artist.
Yeah, so that was another deep epiphany I had about that. I mean, like, I want to podcast with my girlfriend because me and her have so many deep fucking conversations, or at least she's a good one for me to be
They
deep
should
with.
podcast and chatterbait at the same time.
Pretty much, yeah. So that's funny because I
get
just
paid.
got done
You guys
talking
could,
about that.
You guys could podcast so it's all audio, right?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and then the video that you post on Chatterbait is no audio.
Yes, exactly.
And the video is also no heads.
yeah, just bodies,
Just bodies.
fucking- that would
and
be a good
just
one.
looking sexy
Yeah.
in
Oh,
front of the
yeah.
camera and
Yeah.
young. Try to look really young.
Oh yeah, that's
what
it.
I feel
Yeah.
like. Check this
Camera
out.
up here,
Really
double
young.
chin, little done. You know, get rid of that double
Right.
chin. and
No,
fucking-
no face. Get the face
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
It's just
well,
shoulders down,
no
bro.
double chin.
That's right.
No double chin. Yeah. Huh?
I'm here, but not here.
Yeah. So man,
I mean,
it's-
I don't know,
That's funny though. That
but I've heard maybe.
yeah, somewhere. Like it's somewhere. It just goes. It just goes. It's like that's what it was for me. Is like you're just trying to focus, and then it leaves. By the time you focus, by the time you actually see what you're
It's
looking
like
at,
surfing.
boom,
Yeah.
and it's gone. And it's gone again, and then you try to find it, and it's gone. And then
It's like you're riding this wave up to shore, and you're like, once you hit it, you're like, boom, and you see it. You're like, I got the path, but the wave is so intense, it's crashing down upon you.
Oh, yeah.
You're in the tunnel, and before you just get a glimpse, and then it's just, it's like a waking dream.
yes, completely.
You as you're trying to like understand the thought that you just had because it's such a monumental idea, your brain is already slipping away from it because it's trying to analyze what it was, and then you miss the point.
Yeah, instead of looking at the flower and just enjoying its beauty,
I
you're
always
trying
thought
to
that,
think
like-
about what it's called and where it came from and the history behind it, instead of just enjoying the flower and not picking it. Don't pick it and give it to
Just look
somebody
at
you
it.
love. If you love it, you'll leave it alone. Really, if you love the earth, you'll
I always
leave it the
thought
fuck
that
alone.
like
You
life,
will stop
like
fucking with it.
I think people like when it goes to the expectation bucket thing, like, and it's not even necessarily an expectation thing. I think it's just like how we fucking learn. Like you're looking to cross the river, and the river that you thought was going to be this creek is a fucking river, and not only is it a river, it's a class 5 fucking rapid.
Oh yeah,
And you're like, fuck. And you see that there's a branch there that you could possibly jump and you can make this branch. And people are so worried about making this branch, and they spend all this time trying to like, I'm going to fucking
they want to
achieve this.
bridge their way over there.
Right. They're going to try swimming across. It's not going to happen. The thing is the truth is, to me, life is succumbing to the rapid letting go with the flow, and know that when that fucking branch comes, the next one, you're just gonna fucking grab it.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like, to me, when you're saying all this, all I can picture is a guy over here, and he's thinking that he needs to be over here, and he's thinking, how can I get over there? And then by the time he does get over there, he looks back at where he was, and he's like,
well, it's his
like
utopia.
it's a mirror image of, like, I was already this side looks just like that side. You mean it's a complete mirror image that I was trying to go somewhere that I didn't have to go? I'm already fucking here. You're already enlightened. You're already everything.
Right. Utilize it
at every single fucking moment. But yet the brain will start coming up, and then it'll cut you off from
hello, I'm Mr. Ego.
I want to explain something, so that's when you lose it. I want to say who I am. Well, what's your name? Right there, you've lost it, compared to just being an animal sitting with me, and then you get a vibration, I get a vibration. But we like the humor, and, it's fun. It's really fun.
It's all frequency.
We got to do something with this time. We have to do something with this time. We have to make
time is
something.
the only measure.
But there's no reason to measure it. What's the reason to measure it other than money?
No.
If you really
life.
Oh yeah, but it's a money or it'd be life, a survival of measuring when this does that. But really, why would we care? Like, I love to think about if you had people that weren't raised with time. If they would age as old or as fast or as slow or as quick, how would they age if they knew nothing about time? Kind of like the movie The Village, where they're secluded in modern day society, but they don't know anything about time. Get 30 fucking people that are willing to do this, or 30 kids that you could bring up with no time, no birthdays, no holidays, no such thing as things like that, but they still know there's a sun, and there's it'd be really hard. You'd have to get it right down to the nitty gritty of, we don't mention holidays, calendars, this, that. There's nothing about time, but yet everything about food and medicine and blah, blah, blah.
And we're going to give you instruments.
Yes. Oh, man.
I want to just see how great. Like, I always thought about that. Like, how cool would it be? Like, I thought about this. Like, what if you had a kid that you just decide to integrate tech, to me, I don't have any kids, so like, to me, having a firstborn, like, in doing that, I think, like, I would want to be able to control the same experience in a way that I had, because there's no way in hell that my son or daughter would be able to appreciate, like, let's just even go with video games, like what they would be introduced to today if they were just like flat out like, this is a fucking video game. What? Yeah. Because I remember being fucking 13, walking through the thing and looking at a Sega goddamn Dreamcast, thinking, is that a football game, or is that oh, you can play that? Oh, yeah. That's a video game. It's on a disc now. Dude, wait, it's not Sega. A cartridge. Wait. What?
The Sega Dreamcast was something that I did football, so my parents would buy me a Sega Dreamcast. And then the funny part is, once I finished my 8th grade football, because they had to bribe me. I was a kid that knew that I'm not doing shit for you unless you give me something.
CT, bitch.
Why would I play fucking football? And I'm a fat kid at that time. I'm an 8th grader. I don't want to.
Fuck your center, bro.
Yeah, well, it pretty much was. I was right tackle, I think, and it was just that feeling of, I knew nothing about football though. But yet they're like, well, if you play football, we get you a Dreamcast. I got the Dreamcast after football was over, got NFL 2K. I learned all about football. And then after I had played football, then I learned about it. And I actually knew what the fuck I was. Sense. Well, yeah, because back then I didn't know. I had dickhead coaches who were dickhead teachers, and they didn't teach me a goddamn thing. And then I actually played a game. Oh, that's how you run a play, and that was what I was supposed to be doing the whole time.
That's what they meant by a hole.
So yes, it was the complete opposite.
I didn't see a hole. I just seen a wall of people.
Yes, I was always like, I'd always ask the linebackers, be like, okay, so who am I getting? They just tell me a number. Elmer, just go for number 72. Right, just go for 68. Just make sure you go fucking left. Get out of my fucking way. I'd always get in the shit with the fullback and shit like that. And it was just like, but I didn't want to be there. I did things because my parents bribed me. It was that feeling of, if you do this, and if my stepdad was the football jock. He was the football jock mentality, fucking hardcore motherfucker into all sports. And then I'm not his first son, but the oldest and basically the first child. So it was like he pushed me to do shit. But I refuse. I've always been a very forceful fucking, if it don't make sense
I'm willing
to
debate this.
I'm not. Yes. It doesn't make sense to me. And I actually question and think, why would I want to do that?
Why would you want to do those 4 other steps? That's a part of my analytic mind is the original reason why I fell in love with Apple computers.
Yeah, I am.
I could not stand dealing with PC at the time, especially Windows 98 was really the thing. And then, You know, I got into my first Mac G5 2004 after working with it, or being familiar with it rather, a couple years previous, right after Jobs got back, basically.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And like that whole influence on what that meant on my life is also kind of what fucked me on school.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I didn't need to do the computer shit because like I'm like, why do I need to learn all this stuff in this program that already does on my Mac?
Yeah.
Like you guys are teaching me shit.
Oh yeah.
That does not matter. And it definitely didn't matter because at that time too, I was pretty cocky motherfucking son of a bitch. I was I was in 11th grade and I'm like, I got an office bigger than my dad's.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, dude.
This is sponsored to me. My office is literally the biggest one in that building.
Yeah.
And we had to be out in 24 hours. But then like, dude, we had like $400 sponsored to us for like the month, for a month. And like to take care of the place, like the way we took care of rent, we had to be out within 24 hours notice. And it took care of the lawn and snow.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That was the deal.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And I love the idea. Actually, like I look at it now, it's actually still like I've been thinking about bringing it back in its own weird way. Because when my original thought in 2007, like after I moved down to Florida, I had a thought for a vlog. And it was called Trapped in a Box, Mission to Self-Destruct. And the whole idea was, dude, I was clicking on sound effects in iMovie, and because I was doing it on my laptop, the camera would shake a little bit, and I would just click on these different like things, and I'd be like boom, 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 and then sometimes it'd be like this weird like 15-second song, and I'd just be like making an awkward pose, saying some shit, and then there would be like here's shameless self-promotion because I'm creating shit. Because you know what my vlog is about? What the fuck I'm doing?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm fucking doing shit. What are you fucking doing? Dude, you know how many other fucking local vlogs I ended up looking up and then seeing some shit and thinking to myself like,
you ever watch Logan Paul?
No. Yes, but don't go big yet.
No.
How much local shit have you seen?
That's exactly it. But I'm just saying, like, I just feel it's got to be doing something, like literally doing something.
It's not just that though.
No, but I get bored.
All these people. Dude. Let me ask you this. One simple question: when you watch local shit, it seems to me like everyone takes themselves too seriously.
Yes, that's
like
what I mean.
I looked at my stuff and I'm like, oh my God, I was taking myself way too seriously.
That's all I've been.
Like, but everyone's trying to do this thing that's already been a sucked up, fucking swallowed, regurgitated, vomited back up, then fucking vomited it into a mouth, and then came onto another dick, and then put into a dude. It's bad. That's snowballed into oblivion. Okay, and that's what they think is like. Dude, who the fuck are you? You think you're everybody, and that's not the.
That's what motivates me to talk about different shit that people don't talk about.
I'd rather do the stupid gay voice, which is like the stupid anyone.
I'd rather do anything.
Like
that's
fuck
fun.
that. Like all right, you're manliness. You're gay because you do the gay voice. Fuck you, motherfucker, dude. Like,
but that's the thing. That's where I don't give a fuck. I literally don't. And the more you don't give a fuck, the better off you are, and the better off you'll be, and the more love you can give yourself.
Don't give a fuck about what anyone thinks or expects out of you. Just do you.
George Carlin taught me that just by watching him. I've learned from the greatest. I didn't go to school for anything, but I've just learned how to be a human from the best humans I could possibly watch, and I'm still learning, and I'm still growing.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing: the media is constantly expanding. Media has been a great teacher. How much shit have you fucking learned from movies?
Yes, everything,
dude,
everything.
And like the greats, like George Carlin, or if you become a fan of someone, whatever your influence is.
I like
the favorite artist, music,
like I said last time, Leonardo DiCaprio. If he's in a movie, I'll fucking watch it. Because I like individuals. I like George Carlin. I like Bill Hicks. I like that one guy in that one movie. And because Bill Murray's in it, I'm going to fucking watch it. It's some indie shit film. Maybe that's my opinion, but I'll fucking watch it. I'll watch the whole thing, whether I like it or not. And whether I only watch it for Bill Murray or not, I don't know. What the fuck does it matter? Well, I like one person at a time. That's really it for me. And I know a lot of people do. Everything. That's why music sucks so much, because you can't really be a band anymore. You have to be an individual. We listen to Lil Wayne. We listen to Kanye. We listen to the one person, and then there are
since Timberlake took away from NSYNC,
oh god,
Beyonce stepped away from Destiny's Child.
Did you see the trailer for? You see the trailer for the NSYNC shit? The boy band thing? It just came out today. It was on trending or whatever. It's fucking NSYNC and Backstreet
No, I don't have
Boys.
time like you, motherfucker.
Dude,
I almost wish I was a stay-at-home dad.
Oh, I'm consumed.
I've been fucking doing shit, bro. Like,
That's why-
it's been fucking insane right now.
That's the only
And now the
thing.
weather's breaking. I want to get out. I want to get out to your place and hook up this goddamn wire off.
Yes.
I want to we got to shoot a fucking music video or something. What do you got, man?
I've got a lot of
What do you got when it
instrumentals.
comes to fucking music? Let's get some fucking music with some
I've got
fucking like
lots of-
vocals.
Oh, Jesus,
Like, just
dude.
where you at with a
I
song
think-
that you're like, this is the song that I'd like to fucking do. And let's fucking do it, man.
But for me, I almost feel like it would be, I'd want to see your creativity shine by giving you an instrumental and saying, make a video to this. Don't have humans in it. Don't include one fucking human. I don't want to see a human or an animal in this movie or this video. Don't do it. Give me the most
Create
beautiful.
an acid trip.
Well, it'd be you're creating it to the
your
music.
inner Trent
Yes, it would be the
Reznor.
Don't tell me that you want people.
We're going
in it.
digital because we have to, baby. That's the collection of skulls. That's that's why I got those. So
What you think?
What is this?
This is just like like shit that could be in a movie. I think that's why I say it like I did.
Samsara.
Oh yeah, I love deep shit. I can speak better with my music than I can my words.
So I've been dying to ask you this question after watching several of your videos, and I've noticed that you've included music, which is something I've been debating on doing myself.
Oh yeah.
But if I'm going to do that, I've been debating on if being practical about doing 3 days a week.
Yeah.
It's almost required, and I look forward to doing them on those days now.
Oh yeah.
But the truth is like I feel like I got in this debate with myself, and then I ended up saying that the answer is if I write down what I want to fucking talk about and just talk about one thing at a time, then those one thing at a time, there's just like infinite videos.
Yes.
Instead of just posting, instead of doing like what I did last time, I wrote down like what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about 5 things. 5 things ended up being 17 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
17 minutes ended up being 6.5 minutes long. And I'm like, it's 2.5 minutes longer than I even wanted to be.
Oh yeah, and that's why I usually with my vlogs I just date them. So then that's the only reason I do it though, because part of me wants to single it down and get topics and be like, Elmer, you want to talk about abortion? You want to talk about this? You want to talk about one topic, whatever it might be. But blah blah blah. Oh yeah, it's like I want to do that, but then at the same time, what the fuck are we talking about again? Actually,
I'm just taking a piss. So you're gonna tell me this wonderful story.
I know, but what
You're
the
gonna
fuck
tell
is
me
the
this
story
wonderful
about? Once you
piss.
said you had to piss,
You know what?
What am I
You know
talking
what?
about?
It's like
I'm sure I can do it.
It's like open mic night, bro.
Oh, I know.
Tell
But
me some funny jokes.
that's why
I'm
I
gonna hear them later.
That's why I do what I do. I fucking I grunt and I groan the way I do because I want it to be I don't know. It's just not a single topic. It can't be for me. I do too much of the fucking rambling back and forth, blah blah blah. And that's what it's got to be. I can talk about one topic, and it would be good to narrow it down, obviously. But I think that's why I do it by dates, because I want people to be, if you're into me, if you like my personality, then you'll fucking come into an end. And then you'll see it as, oh, well, here's Elmer's World on March 23rd. And then here's what I fucking ranted and raved about. Like, I want to be that true to myself that I am a fucking ranting, raving lunatic. Why the fuck would I hide that part of myself? Why would I keep that behind closed doors and be like, oh yeah, I'm only going to be a ranting, raving lunatic in front of my girlfriend or my family? It's like, no, let your crazy shine, do your fucking thing. Whatever you are, if you're a fucking recluse, be a recluse. If you're this, if you're that, just, I don't know, people don't fucking be themselves enough and blah, blah, blah. More random shit. Dan's taking a piss. I've got to fucking piss after he takes a piss, so he's going to have good luck fucking trying to keep this up on his own. Fun. That's how it goes, though, man. You got to check out Finding Lost. You got to check out Grunts and Groans. You got to do your clicking. Okay, please do something. Can you just click? All you got to do is click and click more and click a little bit more. And yeah, you basically kill yourself a little bit more kill that attention, and it's okay. Just keep tuning in.
The thing is, don't kill yourself. Jesus Christ, listen to this fucking rap artist over
When
here.
I say kill yourself,
I go
I
to
mean,
take a piss, and I'm like, hey man, just keep it rolling while I go take a piss. And I as I'm walking away, I hear, what I'm gonna do, get through to you, and whatever.
And then he did this, and then he did that, and then
Yada yada yada.
I want people to kill themselves in the way.
Don't
of,
kill yourself.
In the way of when I learned this.
Murder your ego.
That's what I mean. That's exactly what I was going to say, is that's the whole new meaning, because I am somebody. In my content, you will see me and you'll hear me say, go kill yourselves or don't kill yourself, because I say that a lot too. Don't kill yourself till you're 60 at least. Where I'm not against suicide, I'm just against it at a young age. Like, live until you're 60, and then if you really don't like it by that time, then go for it.
When you feel yourself starting to slide,
yes,
when you feel yourself starting to realize, like, I might be going senile, Alzheimer's might be setting in.
Yes.
I can't afford the nanobots to treat my shit. Then just go ahead and KO.
Going to pee.
Good. All right. Good, because it's all about me now, and that's what I really like. What I really like, actually, is this Jameson. So, thank you for tuning in to Finding Lost. Be sure to click share, subscribe, do all that fun shit. And go ahead and follow Elmer's World on the YouTubes. That's where you're going to find most of his shit. And on that Facebook Rooney too. So, woo! Another day in paradise. Hopefully, everyone's having a wonderful night. And it ain't too crazy. Or is it crazy? Life's always crazy. It's always gonna tell you things. Holy shit! 2 hours and 13 minutes. Oh, fuck. No one's listening to this. Gotta get this off the air. See what Brett Daniels doing. Banging on the walls in there, being so fucking loud all the time. So loud. He's never loud. Sometimes in the mornings, but it's okay. Got nothing.
I'm back. Had to find your bathroom.
Get lost down that hallway?
Yeah,
that hallway's full of wonders, bro.
Oh, man. I wondered where the bathroom was.
My inspirational hallway.
Oh, it's the room with the toilet.
Yeah.
That's how I used to always tell my friends. I'm
It's the room that smells funny.
It's the one with the toilet in it. Like, oh, thanks, Dick. I'm like, yeah, no problem.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. Same old.
So, dude, I'm glad we could do this again.
Yes, I'm glad you had me on. Fucking thank you very mucho. Mucho gracias.
Fucking we got to figure out some shit, man. We got to figure out the next step, because I want to get some viral footage down at your property, man, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, and like video shit like that. I'll just like, it could easily be a fucking
the humanitarian thing too. I wasn't even joking about that. We should fucking do something. We should just do something.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on. Like let's find something.
Do something nice. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like do it before.
There's got to be something nice we can do. I'm sure.
Let's do it by the end of April.
Damn it. Okay.
We'll do something. It'll be like a couple hours, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna hold you to it.
I know that's why
That's why you're gonna love me for it. You're like, I don't want to do it, but if I'm fucking sick of us, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be happy.
I'll just be honest. I'll be like, I really don't want to.
Dude, you know what? No one listens to these motherfucking podcasts anyway, especially at the 2 hour mark.
I don't want to be here. So
I'm gonna tell you fucking this joke. It's not even a joke. That's something that I'm seriously debating on doing.
Oh yeah.
I had this idea. Okay. It's tax season.
Drum roll.
Right? So, I'm thinking that, like, I'm going to Facebook invoice every single person in my friends list for $5 and be like, it's been 5 years. You're not in the clear. You owe me a beer.
Boom.
And then I'm going to send that on April 1st. And it's just going to be like friendship tax, $5. And that's going to be my message.
But you also have a PayPal link in there too.
Yeah. Well, no Facebook Cash.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just do this right through Facebook, bro.
Oh yeah.
Takes you 10 minutes to set it up. Anyway, but then they're gonna feel obligated, or they're not, or they're gonna want to like, and I'll be like I was even thinking of putting like a dot down and then having like a star and being like, or it can be redeemed with an actual drinking conversation at the bar of your choosing, but the drink's still on you.
Yeah, that's a good
one. But I just thought that would be funny. Like, and so I thought that would be funny, meaning that like this whole conversation being recorded now also needs to be recorded on video.
Oh yeah.
And like I'm going to create a video about this, but it should be sent out April 1st.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It should be sent out April 1st, and I should send that out to like my whopping 900 friends.
Oh yeah. Well, I got 2,700. Yeah.
Like, oh Jesus, come on.
I had 5,000 at one point, but it was just because I would go to the people you may know, and I would just add all. And it would add like 200, 300, 500 at a time. And I'm just like, okay. And that was back when Facebook was still figuring out their shit. So it was just,
I don't know. Part of me feels like
it was just
I really
promote
looking
myself,
at my
though.
shit.
Yeah. Well, it was just promotion. It was like,
I want them all to look at my page.
Well, I was promoting music. So it was really that feeling of
dude,
like,
I
boom,
fucked
boom,
up
boom,
so
boom,
much.
Boom, and
you want to know what the most funniest thing is? It doesn't really matter what I post, which is still funny and like amazingly on how sometimes I get as many views as I get, because I want you to guess how many people follow my Facebook page.
Follow your Facebook page compared to like your Facebook page.
Follow my personal Facebook.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't even know how many likes do you have.
Okay, so like I have 980. I have 1,000 friends on Facebook.
Yep.
On Facebook, that's my private account.
Oh yeah, that's right. I know what you're meaning now. How many actually follow your profile?
How many people follow
your
me?
Profile? Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't know.
I want you to guess.
I don't know. I just know my number. It's 87. So yours is probably, I would hope, higher, but probably less. That's why you're pitching me
11.
11. That's awesome. That's awesome. So many people are still your friend and just have unfollowed you because they don't have the balls.
No.
To have
No.
What do you mean?
When I set up my Facebook, I had the privacy setting so that when like that became an option, never became a thing. So when I actually was adding all these friends, they never automatically followed me.
Yeah.
So even when I post shit, everyone's like, I don't see your shit in my timeline. Yeah. I'm like, it's because you're not following me.
Yeah,
you're like,
you have
like,
to actually
all my friends, since I've had Facebook, like up until literally maybe 18 months to 2 years ago, did I turn that fucking feature back on?
Yeah. Oh, God, dude.
Still, it's only like 12. Because I haven't admitted new friends.
Yeah. No. And that's it. I've got 87, goes from 8. Sometimes it'll go 89, and then I'll go back to 86, and I just whatever. And it's like, okay, I lost a couple of people, but I don't even.
It's just funny because I did that to myself because I had that fucking setting turned on.
I've done so much shit to myself where I had like 15,000 people on fucking MySpace back in the day, and you delete it. You don't give a shit.
I've literally been debating on creating a new account.
Oh yeah, oh God.
Like downloading mine for me and then and then just creating a new account so that way like I can just re-add everybody that automatically be following me.
But it's about being where the people are at. That's the unfortunate part of like the people are on Facebook. That's where everyone is.
Well, I would send everyone a message. So if they wanted to still, you know what? The ones that are going to stay anyway.
I know people are going to start liking the shit when they start liking the shit. That's pretty much it. That's really the
and you got to have enough content if they do like it for them to dive in.
If you made something that just blew your fucking friends' minds, they would all just start following you immediately and be like, dude, I want to fucking see what the fuck he puts on next. That was fucking amazing. Holy shit. But we're not doing that right now. We're not putting out mind-blowing shit. And that's just a reality. I'd rather accept it and be like, well...
We're putting out Sunday night conversations.
That's it. That's exactly it. It's over the weekend, and here's what happened, and here's what we're thinking, and the Mueller report.
This is literally like almost an hour longer than I was expecting it to go.
Yeah, dude. I'm in a talkative mood, and I haven't even taken my Vicodin yet, so I'm really... Jesus. You know what I mean? It's for tooth pain. It's prescribed. Fuck you, even though I'm,
How much you craving that cigarette? Because I think this is good, man. I think we killed it. I want to do it again, and we definitely want to get. I want to get together, and we got to gotta shoot some other shit, bro.
Yes. Oh, I've got 2 acres out there, and it's all public land out where I'm at.
You can get those shots that you were talking about that I need from a music.
Oh yeah.
video.
Well, I can help you. That's it. Like I'm just saying.
But let me know. That's why I was saying what I could do for you. Like with, I want to play with my gear.
Oh yeah, that's exactly.
So when I want to play with gear, that's always a good time
to be like, here's the shot that would be awesome.
To get that shit from Dan, that's what?
Oh yeah, that's it. You're scratching mine, I'm scratching yours.
How much did he charge you for that? How much did he tell me to tell you? Because right now,
yeah, exactly.
Because right now he's just playing, so he feels weird charging.
That's exactly it, man. That's what life's about. I think it's who you know, not what you know. I mean, yes, you got to know shit, but it is. And once you experience that, then you're like, wait.
It's your willingness to get out, though, too, man. It's who you know, but like you have to be able to say yes, otherwise you're never going to meet those people.
It's the complete cliche yes man movie of, you want to throw a rock through that window? He's like, no. He's like, well, ask me if I do. He's like, do you want to throw a rock?
Yes.
Yes. Fucking boom. That's the life. That's right there. That's a metaphor right there. That one scene. That one scene is just, you need a friend that wants to come up to you and say, you want to throw the rock through this window, and you got to do it. You got to just say, yes, I want to. I don't care about the consequences.
I think it's not. I think you do.
Well, a little bit, obviously, but
not even a little bit. I think you should pay attention to some sort of moral soundness. But at the same point, like what I think that you should do,
I almost think that would come naturally. You'd be naturally
moral. You got to become more in tune with your instinct.
Yeah,
I think whatever your instinct is, like your gut is genuinely and generally telling you exactly what the fuck you need to do.
Yes.
But your brain is refusing to think that motherfucker is smart.
That's why I say that it's like, I don't want people to analyze any more than they already do. It's like, just do it. Don't worry about the consequence. Don't worry about the concern, because you, as a good person, whoever you are,
if you're gonna fail forward. Learn something.
You're gonna do good shit, but it is the thinking that's gonna.
You may
when you're
you're gonna do good shit. No, you're not. You're all likelihood you're not.
You will fail a lot.
But if you keep on doing it, and if you put in like the years, like people are gonna just like, oh, I'm just gonna do this. Like I did this in a year. I did this overnight or whatever. And like, no.
There are the freak geniuses who can learn amazing guitar skills in a year, and they're just a freak prodigy. They just come out of nowhere. But most of us on this planet have to play it for 10 years before you're actually good. You have to do the computer and the editing for so long until you're actually comfortable in the ways of doing things.
God damn it. This is like
the longer you do it,
just keep going.
I know, that's what I mean. That's why a lot of podcasts I listen to are 3.5 hours. And it's like, damn. And
I want to keep, I literally want to keep mine like around a 120.
Oh yeah, I know.
But
I want mine to be whatever the fuck it wants to be. Instead of Elmer wanting it to be something, I'm going to let my love or whatever the fuck this is to just, okay.
You're going to let it ooze.
Yes, because that's all it is. That's where the best work comes out.
It's from the ooze.
Yes, in the moment, being in the moment. I don't have a script. You don't have a script. There's no fucking script to anything. It's just,
like I can say this, like if you go for local content.
Yeah. I don't like local content. Yours is the only one I watch. I don't watch anybody else.
Dude, I'm listening to this right now. Like, dude, like even our last one, I listened to the whole thing. I listened to it on earbuds, like, and I was working, and I was like, I just listened to it like I had in my podcast selection. I'm like, all right, is what it is. Sounded all right. You know, we had some wandering conversations. A lot of it I enjoyed.
Well, it's like a lot of it's more.
But then I'm like, but I'm listening. Yeah, exactly. But I'm listening to it as like, but like at first, just the quality. I was just like, all right, well, it still sounds fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like it still sounds so good. Like I love these mics, and like I tell you what, these mics were shit. These mics are not your Lord and Savior. Okay, what was my Lord and Savior is this processing unit.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And this motherfucker is seriously what makes everything sound.
You
so good.
Going into explaining shit like this to me, you could be making those videos on the side too.
Yeah.
I know
that's what everyone's doing. That's what everyone's like. Look at me.
Yes.
I got product videos.
But you could make it funnier.
Dude, I'm selling my entire fucking life. Okay,
I know, it's just something.
I'm thinking about like everything that I buy new. I'm gonna buy through Amazon, and I could do an unboxing video of my fucking life. My life for sale. Here's my new life, bitch.
It's just if you posted that, said, "What should I do?" I would say, well, it's only times that you explain your technology to me. I'm a guy that's out of the loop with technology. When
Just ask, brother.
But
I'll
I'm
tell
just
you
saying,
some
but
shit.
I'm not interested.
I'm an open book, but the pages don't turn themselves,
that's what I'm
motherfucker.
saying, but I don't like. I love technology, but I'm not the guy that wants to know more about it. But I know there's so many fucking people that do, and the way you explain it, it's like you understand what the fuck you're talking about, but you don't even understand how much you understand it as to how you could just easily do that. And it's not saying you need to. It's not saying you need to at all. It's just there's something I would comment and say. Well,
you know, all I want to do is this, brother, and I hope that you agree, and I think that this is where you and I agree the most, is in the end, all we want to do is be authentic.
Yes, that's genuinely, authentically what I want.
I don't care what it is. If I entertain you a little bit, great.
Yeah. If you're listening to this and you're not thinking about you for a second, well, fuck yeah. Then we did our job, and you got a little break, just a little break. It doesn't need to be a big break if you listen to 10 minutes of this. It's 10 minutes you're not thinking about you, not thinking about your problems, and then go back and think about you and actually reflect.
That you bucket.
Yes, oh, Jesus Christ. That's it. People
hey,
don't
man,
care.
I'll bring it around. I like to bring it around, so I keep notes.
I know, you're so good. You're so good, Dan. I'm not good. I'm not good at that shit, man. Somebody's got to be the Elmer, though, so I guess it's just me, and I'll play the part.
That's
whatever.
clever. You're Elmer.
I'm an Elmer.
What the fuck
I said
am
that
I?
after.
I don't know.
You're a Dan, though.
I'm Dan.
That's what I said my first open mic night. You know, like, hey, thanks, I've been whatever. You know, like, I've been your whatever or host. I'm like, I've been your Elmer. Because I was just so nervous, and they fucking laughed more at that than anything. And it was just like, oh yeah, I have been your Elmer. Like if Elmer was an action or a noun.
Elmer,
whatever,
there's
like,
only a couple things. That name is so rare that there's only a few things you can think of. Elmer Fudd is one of them.
Elmer's glue, Elmer
like
Fudd.
The fact that you could meet like the Yoko or Yucko the clown.
Oh
like,
yeah,
dude, I see that as you. That's why I messaged you that saying that. I was like,
I've always loved that fucker.
Do I know this guy?
No, yeah. Oh, dude, just being a downright
I thought he was talking about all this love, but
dude.
like he seems like a motherfucking dick.
Oh, it is. It's a fucking assholishness like that will always come across. I never mean it. I don't mean to be an asshole. It's just really naturally easy for me. It's a natural Scorpio, whatever.
Yeah, the asshole just comes out.
Just to see it how it is, though. Just to see it how it is, and not to be afraid to say that's fucking bullshit. My eyes are brown because I'm full of shit. But I'm also going to call you on your shit and say, man, I don't like that.
Oh my God.
We could do better. Man. Oh yeah, somebody's got to though.
Oh dude, I got some off the record shit that I got to talk to you about too.
Oh yeah,
I can't wait to tell you.
I know.
But
I can't wait.
All right, man. Hey,
3 fucking cigarettes in a row.
Absolutely, all that. Appreciate this. And until next time, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
Check out Finding Lost at WDC, findinglostwdc.com, and Elmer's World.
Check it out.
Is it Elmer's World just on YouTube?
It's basically, yeah, well, it's easier to just search Elmer's World.
You come up, dude. Like that's the thing.
Oh yeah, well, that's another smart thing about me though, is like I pick words and names that are only going to be searchable, and they're going to be like I Did Not Die.
You could do videos about this.
Well, that's the thing.
About how you market your come up with
it's easy because it's just you have to come up with words and things that aren't you have
words
to do
and things and stuff. Yeah.
Well, lots of searching, and you search before you make it in concrete, and then when you do it, you're like I'd almost like to start a business just taking up the hashtags and taking up the ats, where then you sell it to people once they're like, oh well. You already got it, and I finally came up with that name. It's like, well, yeah, I came up with that name 5 years ago, but I bought it.
There was a nothing name for me.
Well, like if you go to links.com, I don't mean to keep this going, but yeah.
No. Links.com. Self-conscious.
But it is like links.com is for sale, but guess how much they want for it? How much would you think links.com is going for right now?
$40,000.
$2 million.
Oh.
Because can you imagine the marketability of links.com?
LINX or
LINKS, whatever. Just links. Like everything is linked now. So if you actually had a business that was, hey, we want links.com,
no, I get it.
And it's going to be like a Facebook.
Just like anyone who's anyone, you should own your domain for your name.
Yes.
And if you're really smart and you really, really do want to get famous, then you should own your name motherfucking sucks dick. Your name motherfucking sucks. Your name fucking sucks asshole. Fucking asshole motherfucking dick. Your name motherfucking everything like that. You need to own it.
Yes, your name plus ball sweat equals
absolutely.
You're ahead of the game.
That's true. But you should definitely own your name as a .com if you can.
Yes.
You should full name. Do it, people.
Get
All right,
on
guys, get creative, do some things. You know you want to do more, and like and share this shit to your friends because we're just getting started, baby.
That's
There's plenty
right.
more to come.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking look out. Later. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. You can also follow me on any of these social media outlets at Finding Lost WDC or visit findinglostwdc.com for the latest adventure updates. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time on Finding Lost.